coming to your live each day of the week. Come on, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What you waiting for? Come and take a seat. Like and subscribe, this is where you wanna be. Cause you know we gon' talk about it. Let's talk about it. Get in here, we in here tonight. So get in here, we in here to vibe.
Hey, you guys, can you hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Hold on. Hello, 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 hello. Can you guys hear me? Thumbs up, please, if you can hear me. Sorry for the delay. Sorry for the delay. Please thumbs up in the chat and also thumb up this video. I have 354. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Amora. I know y'all hear me breathing hard because I had to go run and get me 2 bottles of water, honey. Child, I had to go get me 2 bottles of water. All right, so listen, you guys, tonight, listen, let me give y'all some new rules, okay? Let me give y'all some new rules before we get into our commentary tonight. I cannot be doing no 4-hour lives no more, okay? Too exhausting, takes too much, and my day ones are telling me that the 4-hour lives are a bit much. So listen, the max we're going to do tonight is 2 hours, okay? But we will be having an intermission between the 2-hour mark, okay? So after 1 hour, we will have a 5-minute intermission for us people that's 50 and older. You know, us AARP, SSI, what's the other one she said? Geritol or geriatric age. We need a break, okay? So we need to go use the bathroom, stretch a little bit, and then we'll come back for another hour. But during the 5-minute intermission, I will be putting up my, let me show you what it is. I'm going to give y'all the tea early on. Hold on one second. I will be putting up my, what is this? This right here. So if you guys would like to tip me after an hour, it'll be Zelle or Apple Pay, or you could buy me a coffee. You know, I'm always down for coffees, okay? I'm always down for coffees as well. So that will be planned during the 5 minutes. That gives you a chance to stretch, use the bathroom, you know, get more water, tea, wine, whatever you need, and come on back. And we will have 1 hour more, okay? So we will be doing 2-hour shows, no more 4-hour lives. It's a bit much, and my numbers is telling me that y'all ain't watching all 4 hours. Now, I may have about 40, 50, 60 people watching the whole 4 hours, but a lot of y'all, it gets too exhausting, okay? And then, you know, a couple of my buddies said, Amora, after a little while, you burn out, and, you know, you need to just go on and click on off. And I said, you know what? I receive it, okay? All right, so thanks for that feedback as well. Let me go on and put this down. So, y'all, I had a whole lineup, first of all, that did not include any of this. However, comma, ... Tasha K released a video that was taken a while ago. So let me please go ahead and let everybody know that the video that I will be reviewing tonight was actually done. Okay, thank you. I'm putting on my disclaimer right now. Okay, my disclaimer says, listen, stop being all serious and understand that we are bloggers, and the things that we say out of our mouths are based on our opinion and our opinion only. And it's for the purpose of criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research, okay? We're not trying to defame nobody's character over here, okay? We just reporting the news and giving our input on it, okay? It's just our opinion. And listen, stop getting your panties in a wad over somebody else's opinion. Everybody ain't gonna like you, and it's okay. Stop tripping, all right? So anyway, that's what that disclaimer says, all right? So now listen, the video that I'm about to review is a video that came out a while back. Kevin went on the platform today. I didn't get a chance to see it, but we will be reviewing that as well. And if we don't get to it today, we will get to it tomorrow. But he came out real fast in a hurry, and I'm going to tell y'all why in a minute. Now, let me go and tell y'all why now. Kevin, I don't want no smoke with you, but you know I'm going to keep it 100, okay, this whole live. Kevin came back and did a live on his page today because he simply did not like the comments, the feedback he received from the video. Okay, he may say it's from another reason, but they ate that ass up in them comments. Do you hear me, honey? If you want to laugh out, if you want to laugh of the century, baby, them Tasha K comments on that live was hilarious. You hear me? Them people was saying some of everything. Them people was like, who the hell is, first of all, they was like, who the hell is these people? These supposed to be celebrities? Because I ain't never heard of them for one, right? And then they were saying things like, well, y'all know I ain't gonna get into the gay comments or anything like that, because you know we passed that. I don't want to disrespect the brother, but if he ever come out his mouth wrong with me, again, y'all know I'm gonna take it all the way back, baby. I'm gonna take it all the way back. But at any rate, I ain't gonna disrespect him, because you know he been a good family man these last few months. And so, but anyway, but they was eating his ass up nevertheless in those comments, you know, and you will see why once you see this video, because I'm assuming that this was very shortly after it was very shortly after the incident, and he has so much to say, child. The man was talking more than a gossiping woman in church. You hear me? I mean, good God dang almighty. Anybody that can shut Tasha up, you know they talk too much, honey. And the video proved that his wives don't say shit in that house. You hear me? They don't stand a chance. They don't stand a chance. Anyway, we're gonna break this video down. It's definitely gonna be cringy to some of y'all, because y'all would definitely see a man literally gaslight and manipulate an entire conversation. But Tasha didn't buy the bullshit, okay? And that's what I like about the video. She wasn't buying it. It could have easily been where she just got tired and give in. And most women do. They get tired of arguing with your ass and they say, okay, shit, all right. But Tasha K didn't do that. She said, no, at the end of the day, I blame your brother, okay? She did not let him ease off that responsibility, because now, mind you, I'm going to be pulling up the video while we talking, but mind you, in the video, Tasha K says the reason why she reached out to him in the first beginning is because he said he disagrees with her video of asking, hey, Neil, how you doing, baby? He disagreed with her of asking Robert, what did he do, right? He literally said he feels that Robert didn't do it wrong. That was Kevin's stance, that he feels that Robert was not at no fault. And, you know, for Kevin to even say that, in my opinion, it gives me, I don't know how to be a husband vibe, okay? It's because to allow a woman, especially one 11 years younger, but anyway, I digress. We ain't gonna harp too much on the age today. But for Kevin being a married man of, I think at the time he said 18 years, for him to even tell Tasha that he felt that Robert should not take no responsibility or accountability for what happened because it was all Briana's fault, lets me know that for 18 years, Kevin has failed as a husband, okay? He don't know how to be a husband. Hence, probably why he has 2 wives right now, because, well, you know, okay. Anyway, we're going to go on and break this video down. I'm going to skip the first part because it's just the intro. But we're going to get into the meat and potatoes. I love the way Tasha was like, nah, she pushed back, okay? Now, I will be skipping around on some of it because some of it was just irrelevant. It's a whole lot of talking, y'all. Do y'all got something to drink? Because I'm going to tell you that the video is almost 2 hours long. And I would probably tell you that Kevin talked for at least 1 hour and 45 minutes of this live, okay? I'm just going to get you prepared. When I tell you, you're going to see so much manipulation. You're going to see so much gaslighting in this one video. But them comments, honey, they did not disappoint. Now, I wasn't going over there just to see them rip him a new asshole, but I went over there to see them rip him a new asshole. When I tell you that was the best laugh, my husband came and said, baby, because my nephew is here, right? He here for the next couple of days. My husband came and he said, baby, you know he right here next door. He can hear you laughing. I said, I'm sorry. When I tell you I was cracking up so bad, so loud, man, the comments, honey, I'm gonna have to read some of the comments because Tasha K supporters, they ain't playing no games. You hear me? Let me tell you something though, what I loved. So it was Tasha K supporters in there, heavy. Then it was me and my supporters, and then it was well, I don't know who supporters you want to call them, child. They either Robert supporters, the sister supporters, or them 59 content creator supporters. I don't know who supporters they are. They share the same child. They digging out the same pot. But at any rate, it wasn't even the Robert supporters with things to say. They couldn't say shit. It was people that don't have nothing to do with this saga. Don't have no idea that people still over here mentioning some shit that happened 2 years ago, right? They have no idea. They was eating their asses up. They were saying things like, listen, he just like his brother, narcissistic. I could tell that they brothers, listen to him. They both controlling and abusive. Listen, the comments did not disappoint. And not that we wanted to go over there and hear somebody else drag them, right? Because we didn't know what we was going to see or hear. But honey, man, when I pull up this comment section, we're going to have at least 10 minutes of reading some comments of them people was eating these brothers' asses up. You hear me? So that shows right there that we may be the only one blogging about it, right? We might be the only one blogging about it, but there's a lot of people that think like we do, okay? There's a lot of people that understand the way we do. We're not alone in understanding things the way it's only a small amount of misfits, and I call them misfits because, honey, they lost in the sauce, baby. A whole lot of sauce. They drowned it in the sauce, okay, of manipulation, right? It is several of them over there, several. But the majority of real people, now it may not be people that want to sit here and listen about it and hear about it every single day. But it is people out there that was like, first of all, who is these people? And honey, he act just like his brother. Oh, I see. I'm glad she got away. I wouldn't want to be. They was over there telling the wise, blink if you need help, honey. But anyway, let's get into it. Let me drink some water, okay? And then we're going to get right on into this, y'all. Lord Jesus. I can totally understand. They said Kevin was upset because she released it, right? And hence why he had to come out and put a whole video out. I can understand why he's upset because I would not. Oh, wait a minute. They said my connection is glitching. Can y'all hear me? Please don't tell me I just talked for the last 18 minutes and y'all ain't hear me. Let me know, y'all. Please let me know. Please let me know. Let me know. Am I glitching? Am I glitching? She said, yes, I'm glitching. How am I glitching? Hold on. Okay, I hear some people say they can hear me. Let me see how long ago this video thing was. Okay. Oh, okay, she said, now we can hear you. Okay. Okay, all right. Thank you, baby. Thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you. All right. She said, it's the mic. Oh, is it my mic? My mic sound nice. Is it my mic? Is it my mic? Is it my mic? Is it my mic? Test one, test one. Can you hear me? I just turned it up a little bit just in case you can't hear me. Can you hear me now? Okay, okay, okay. All right, here we go. I'm going to bypass some of the stuff that Tasha K was talking about because, you know, she does this really nice intro, which I'm a split, baby. You hear me? No, I'm just kidding. But I am going to get one like it. I love it. I love it. I love it. You know, hey, whatever, right? People copy off people that do great things. I'm copying off of Tasha and all them hermaphrodites be copying off of me. They'll be next doing it, okay? Anyway, let me put this up, okay? All right.
Things and come and hash it out.
Hold on, because Tasha K did a little thing, and let's go back because I don't want the intro. Tasha K, thanks for doing this video, girl. You are the bomb. Diggity. Even if they don't like you, child, I like Tasha K's style, baby. You hear me? Tasha K and her corns, they be still calling her names and stuff, and Tasha K be getting to the money, honey, and letting them haters see her rise, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Rise, baby, rise. Shake up them haters and keep moving, honey. Everybody do a bump in the road every now and again. You know what I mean? But they thought they was going to end Tasha. And Tasha said, hell to the no, to the no, no.
New York, back to Florida. And
okay, so we're going to go back because she did a little intro. And then she came on and asked the little wives, do they want some wine? And they had to look at the husband and say, can I have some wine? All right.
But that's okay. That's what.
Hold on. I want y'all to see them look at him before they drink this wine.
The Rise family in the wine cellar. Okay, yes, welcome. I am not drinking wine because I am on a detox with my winos. Okay, gotcha. I'm gonna let you taste that. Is that okay? She tastes okay. Let us know if the bottle is good.
Tasha said, "Is it okay that she tastes?" Tasha asked. Oh my God, I had coffee, y'all. I'm sorry, I'm about to trip out. Tasha asked Kevin, is it okay for the wives to taste as if they his goddamn own daughters? You hear me? Is it okay for them to taste? And Kevin nodded his head, yes. I'm gone. I'm already done with the video. I'm done with the video already, y'all. You hear me? She said, you know how before you give somebody else's child a piece of candy or bubble gum, you have to ask their parents, is it okay that he have a piece of candy? Tasha asked Kevin. Tasha asked Kevin, is it okay for them to and Kevin answered yes. I gotta go back. Oh, Jamie, I feel so sorry for you. I would have felt so offended. You hear me? I gotta go back, y'all. I'm sorry. We may not get through this in no one day. I'm just letting y'all know that. All right, Amor. It took me, y'all. I'm just sorry because I would have been like, why you asking? Oh, they was like, blink if you need. Okay, I'm sorry. All right, hold on, y'all. Let's go back a little bit. He nodded his head like, yeah, it's okay. Take the candy, Jamie. Jamie, you can take the candy. You can take a little piece, one bite, okay? I'm sorry, I'm already crying. And I haven't even did the damn live. Oh my God, I'm in tears if y'all can see me right now. I'm sorry. Oh, let me wipe my eyes. Okay, let's go back, y'all. It may not be funny to y'all, but it's funny to me because Kevin answered like he used to that shit. Okay. All right, y'all. That's my ignorance, okay, because I don't understand no poly relationship. I didn't know it came with restrictions and shit. Oh my God. I didn't know it came with restrictions. You got to ask permission. Okay, so okay, more. Stop it, girl. Stop. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm awful. Y'all, I'm crying. I'm going to let y'all see me cry. Oh my God. Okay, look. Your girl over here crying. I just want you. I'm straight crying. Let me wipe my eyes. Okay, Amor. Okay. We'll start. Tell the story, Amor. Tell the story. Okay. All right, we're about to restart. It's gonna be a 4 hour. It's not gonna be 4 hours. It's not gonna be 4 hours. Here we go. All right, I digress. Let's go. Let's play it again.
You were broke and you were gay, so they try to destroy.
That's good.
All right, hold on. right here.
Let us know if the bottle is good.
Hold on. I gotta see what he
Utterly destroy him.
Here it comes, y'all.
All right, so we have the Rise family in the wine cellar. Okay, welcome. I am not drinking wine because I am on a detox with my winos. Okay,
Gotcha.
I'm gonna let you taste that. Is that okay? She tastes okay. Let us know if the bottle is.
Is it okay if she takes? Is it okay? Is it okay if I can give her a piece of candy? Okay, let's go, y'all. Let's go.
It's good.
Kevin nodded his head like, yeah, it's okay. Let's go back one more time. Just one more. That's it. Just one more.
Utterly destroy him.
Jesus mercy, Lord, Father God.
All right, so we have the Rise family in the wine cellar. Okay, welcome. I am not drinking wine because I am on a detox with my winos. Okay,
Gotcha.
I'm gonna let you taste that. Is that okay? She tastes okay. Let us know if the bottle is good. Let's see.
Is that okay that she tastes? Tasha, for real, Tasha. Tasha, for real. Is that okay if she tastes? Oh my God.
I like it.
You like
That's
it?
good.
All right,
Yes.
let's get it. All right, so I got water. Now, you know they're going to say I tricked y'all because they're going to be like, well, she ain't drinking, but y'all drinking, and then y'all go to spilling y'all whole wine. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, but that's okay. That's what the wine cellar is here for, okay? And I'm glad to have you. I was just telling you before the camera started rolling that I had reached out to you, Mr. Wesley, because me and you had some differences of opinion regarding the LaTruce debacle online.
I want y'all to hear how Tasha says that she reached out because they had a difference of opinion. Let me tell you something about Tasha. Tasha would not have reached out to just anybody if they had a difference of opinion. Tasha saw that Kevin had numbers, okay? Over 900,000 at the time. Now he has 1 million. Now, you know, we ain't gonna talk about how he got it, but whatever, right? But he had over 900,000 subscribers. And that's why he reached out, because let me tell you something. As you move up, some of these content creators live by numbers, okay? They think the numbers is the best thing ever. So if you have 900,000, 500,000, 1 million, then you doing it big. That's how they look at it. Because there's no way Tasha will reach out to my ass. I got less than 10,000. Tasha be like, I don't give a damn about what she got to say. You know what I mean? Because she reached out to Kevin saying that he had all those numbers. And I think that's another reason why she took the story in the first place, is because Robert had a lot of numbers and Briana had a lot of numbers. She ain't about to be covering no content creator story like, man, okay? All right. So now she reached out because Kevin disagreed with her and said, one, that he didn't think that Robert nor Briana should have reconciled. We're going to talk about that in a minute. And then two, that he should not take accountability for anything that he did, okay? Which both of those, in my opinion, was wrong. For one, a married man saying something like, I don't think they should reconcile. He reconciled with his wife after 5 years separation and a whole bunch of women in between. Do you understand what I'm saying? Him and the first wife of now 20 years was separated for 5 years. Him and Jamie had kids and everything. They separated, right? And he dated at least, I don't know, you know, I'm just going to throw a number out there, 10 women. It was probably 20, 30, whatever, right? But he dated a lot of women in between before he brought another woman home and said, hey, can we all just, you know, be one big happy family or whatever? But for him to tell his brother that he didn't think it, or should I say for him to tell his brother and Tasha K that he didn't think that Robert should reconcile with Briana was just wrong. Now, I'm going to give y'all my theory on it. In my opinion, and this is no hit against Kevin, or if it is, just take it however you want it. But I believe that Kevin likes to see his brother like this. You understand what I'm saying? Like, Kevin is a family man, and it shows that he's about his family. You know, he wants his family. He you know what I'm saying, the close knit. But I believe that he does not want that for his brother. Okay. He does not want his brother to have that family dynamic. He wants to have one up on his brother in that area. So how else? Sabotage his marriage. Man, don't go back to her. Don't go back to her. She bad news. She this, she that, all that bullshit or whatever, right? So he can be doing exactly what he's doing now, looking really goofy out here on social media, doing the most or whatever, looking at girls' booty, you know, saying he's single every other day, and then have this old lady, old enough to be Brianna's mama, kissing on him and pretending that she eating his shrimp, licking his shrimp, touching his shrimp, feeling his shrimp, whatever the case may be, whatever, right? And I'm only saying shrimp because that's what his ex-wife said. I don't know if he got a shrimp, but well, anyway, let's continue. However, I believe that Kevin wants Robert to be going through what Robert is going through right now. Okay. Single, coming over his house on the holidays, looking at him and his family dynamic. Kevin wants his brother envying what he have. Okay. Do you hear me? Kevin wants his brother in a position. And another reason why, and he's going to say it on here, Briana rejected Kevin. Briana said Kevin is not allowed over our house with those two women. Okay. Briana did not want Kevin to bring both women over to the house because she felt like it was disrespect to the first wife, Jamie. So she told her brother that he only can come over with Jamie, but not the two wives. That pissed Kevin off. And then when it come up, we're going to talk about it. But Kevin has been envying Briana and his brother's relationship for a while. Okay. All right, let's continue.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And I saw that you had seen the video that I had did with him while I was in the airport. I was en route coming from New York to back to Florida. And we were doing like our just kind of a promo so that people would come watch, his initial show.
Yes, ma'am.
And so what we did was, just to kind of give some backstory, was I ended up recording the video with him. I had gotten the information that I had gotten from Briana LaTruth before he was even introduced. And so they had said that, she had been abused and she kind of wants to do this rollout. She doesn't know any other, blogger, entertainer online that could kind of help spearhead this, thing that she wanted to do to kind of help boost her YouTube.
I'm going to pass this a little bit because we've already seen this information. We know that the reason why she ended up, well, you know what? I am going to play it because I want people to know that she did not reach out to LaTruth. LaTruth reached out to her after the ordeal happened between Briana and Tasha K. Okay, I want y'all to hear her say, LaTruth reached out to me. Okay, so I want everybody to understand that LaTruth reached out to Tasha K to share his story. Okay, and he did. And she was ready for it. But then when she came back and ate his ass up, that's when he didn't like that. Okay, or Kevin didn't like that. He didn't like it either. Okay.
Of course, I, declined to do what Briana and her team wanted me to do, because it's kind of like asking me to compromise my integrity to help boost your ratings.
Absolutely.
And so, and I kind of felt like they kind of knew that I had picked up on what they were trying to do in regards to helping to brand her and spearhead her and build her, I guess, a presence on YouTube, because she was lacking on YouTube. She's really big on Facebook, but not YouTube. And so, and I started doing some research and I was like, yeah, she's had this in the making as far as like her trying to brand this YouTube channel. This was going on months before the allegations had came into her, basically crying and making a fake here. And so without doing extensive research on the family, I kind of just used a very, I wouldn't say brazen approach, because although he may not have been physically abusive, you can still be mentally and emotionally abusive. Absolutely. And that could come in many different forms, right? And that's where our live, that's when I was in the airport and I was like, hold up, I think I got this wrong. And I think both are wrong on both sides. I think that he contributed to a lot of things that led to the breakdown of his marriage, and vice versa, right? I also know what it's like to live and be around narcissists.
Absolutely.
Okay. Because narcissists can inadvertently drive people to attention seek. And I think that's what Briana is doing. Is by any means necessary, please hear me, because I have not been heard my entire marriage.
No, more so, my husband has put me down. I haven't been good enough. He's been telling me from day one I ain't shit. Been telling me, throwing it down my throat that, you know, I took you and your 3 kids in as if I was some orphan looking for a place to stay. He's made me feel like I wasn't shit. I wasn't no value, you know, all that stuff or whatever. That will wear on a woman eventually. You understand what I'm saying? I don't think any woman want to be with a man that sits there and tell her 11 trillion times that she ain't shit. You ain't shit. You ain't shit. You know, I did this for you. I did this for you. I saved you. I saved you. I said, had it not been for me, you wouldn't be where you are. No one wants to hear that bullshit over and 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 over again. You understand what I'm saying? Who wants to hear that?
And that's how I approach that conversation. Then I come across your live. And you were like, you know, you appreciated me reaching out. And but then you was just like, well, you were very taken aback by me asking for the reconciliation of the family. And I thought that was kind of hypocritical of you because, you know, you have a big family.
Sure.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure you guys have, you know, I've been married 18 years, right? We have conflicts, right? And
everybody does. And for him, who is Kevin? Who is Kevin to tell Tasha K that he doesn't agree with the reconciliation of his brother and his wife's marriage? Who is Kevin to say that? If Robert wanted her back and she wanted him back and they were willing to do the work, who is your sibling to say, oh, don't go back to her? Oh, no. You deserve better. Don't go back to her. When he even admitted that majority, close to all of the difficult arguments and stuff that they had where they came to Kevin sided with her. He said it out of his own mouth. We're going to hear it, okay? He sided with Briana 99% of the time. Because and you're going to also hear Kevin say, because Robert couldn't handle a woman like Briana. He's talking about with looks and everything. That was the best looking woman, but Kevin gonna say otherwise. We're gonna catch Kevin in so many lies in this video, honey. Listen up, honey, and pull out your legal pad because I'm gonna call him out, right? We're gonna catch him in lies in this video, all right? Well, he talking about my brother that had a whole lot of women. All the women that he had is gorgeous. Please go grab them and bring them to the front of the class because now is he saying natural body is gorgeous? Is that what he's saying?
And they're not as extreme as some other conflicts or couples go through, right? Right. But we still have conflicts. But to add a third in there, and I was just like, well, if anybody knows the importance of reconciliation of a family and how important it is to keep the family together by any means necessary, that's where I was coming from. And so I was like, well, maybe we can agree to disagree on some things and come and hash it out like adults, because I was shocked with you being like you know, you're very outspoken polygamist. Your wives are very supportive. This is a unit. I see the kids online, you know, like I said, y'all dressed alike.
He's sitting up there holding both of their hands like he gonna fly away or something. I mean, I don't. Kevin. Kevin is holding on to his wife's hand like he gonna fly away, like he gonna really get out the chair. Something gonna move him. Something gonna pick him up and sling him across the room. He's holding a hand for some reason, like as if he's nervous to be around a strong black woman, because I guess at this moment he's not used to one. He's like, oh my God, she's talking freely without asking me, can I speak? I'm done with y'all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They are holding each other's hand.
No, they holding his hand. She talking about they holding each other's hand. They holding his hand.
Like y'all got each other.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Okay. And so I just wanted to know, like, why did it shock you so much that I was for Briana inform Mr. LaTruth, Robert, to work it out.
Sure.
And there are like three kids involved, I believe.
Yes, ma'am.
Now we're about to hear it now, y'all. Make sure you turn your volumes up because here comes the manipulation and gaslighting that if you don't recognize this, you too can be caught up in a relationship like this, okay? All right, here it comes.
Yes, I wanted to ask you that.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
Before
real quick, yes.
Okay.
Introduce yourselves.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm Jamie.
Okay.
You want to find me? Then you can find me Jamie Today, and you can find me on Facebook. Jamie Today, Rise with Purpose.
Okay. Now, are you
Okay.
first wife, second wife?
It depends on the dynamic. I've been here for a while. We have the 3 kids. We've been here over 20 years.
Oh, wow. That's a long time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it. So
Okay.
in the
Been
dynamic.
there for 20 years and
Been
she don't know if she the
first.
first
Okay.
damn wife or the second wife. Like, you the first wife or second wife. Well, I'm, really like we ain't together, but like he pay my medical and take care of his grandkids, and I eat and sleep and got a roof over my head. So I mean, he her man. He her man. Call it whatever you want it, child. Just talk about it with him more, honey. If you don't like the way I do my commentary, baby, you can exit stage and left. Okay, all right.
And Lacey?
I'm Lacey LeBeau. You can find me on Facebook at Afia Imara Rise, The Art of Becoming. And yeah.
How long have you been married?
Kevin and I have been married going on 3 years in March.
Okay. All right. And
I'm Kevin Wesley.
Let me hit play. Girl, hit play. Hit play, child. Hit play.
Find me
Hit
on
play.
Facebook, Kevin Wesley. Be the Evolution. Instagram, I am Kevin Wesley. Just Google Kevin Wesley. You'll find me.
Yeah.
okay.
I should have done them all the same, but
Just Google Kevin Wesley. I'm famous. I'm all over. I'm on billboards and shit. Kevin Wesley. The name, it speaks for itself. Just Google Kevin Wesley. I mean, I don't have to tell you much about me. I'm all over the place. Oh, you about to go? Love you, baby. Okay. Call me. I'll see you when you come back. Be careful. I'm sorry, y'all, child. My nephew leaving, child. My nephew. Let me give him a hug, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Hold on, nephew. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I'm so sorry. I owe y'all 10 more minutes, okay? All right, hold on. Hold on, nephew. Okay, y'all, I am back. I'm sorry, child. I had to give my nephew a hug, honey. Child, anyway. Well, where we at, honey? The Kevin said, Google me, honey. I'm all over, child. I'm on the map. I'm worldwide. I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm worldwide. Bitches.
Okay. And combined, how many years have you been married?
So let's see. Have we been married?
It'd be 20 at the end of the month.
Because we were, 21, 20 years old, something
We
like that?
was, yeah. We was
20 years
I'm
old.
40 now, so
20.
if you carried one, subtract.
Yeah, we was 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
He didn't know. Let me just keep going.
Yeah, a long time.
Yeah.
A long time.
Okay. But how long have you guys known each other, like collectively? Like
So Lacey and I have
us.
known each other probably 4 years, but
Yeah.
been married to 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
The 3 of us as a unit, 3 years.
Okay. Now you're just polygamous. You're not polyamorous or anything
No.
like that. Okay. All right. We just had a polyamorous couple in here last 2 weeks ago. It was very interesting.
Yeah.
I bet.
A lot of people get the 2 misconstrued, totally different
Yeah, they can be
lifestyles,
different.
even though they fall under polygamy as well.
Okay. Okay. And so, but you two definitely don't have any relationship with one another sexually.
Not
But
romantically, no.
but as far as the
Tasha.
family dynamic, you guys
None
are
of them got
sister
relationship
wives,
with
correct?
each other, Tasha, except for Jamie and Kevin. Tasha, I mean, Lacey and Kevin. Jamie is Mrs. Doubtfire. Okay. Period. I just let the cat out the bag.
Right.
Okay. All right. And so, and I'm sure you guys watch the breakdown of the LaTruths online as well too.
Yes.
Okay. And I just found out that you two are content creators as well.
Absolutely.
Okay. And is your following somewhat big, or I mean, how would you consider?
I wouldn't.
Where you at?
Well, not yet.
Okay.
Say I'm a little over 60. So I'm just starting.
Okay.
Say I started
To me,
probably
that
about
would
2
be a
years.
platform.
I mean,
About 2 years
that's
ago, I
pretty
started.
decent.
So
That's
yeah.
really decent. Okay. Okay. For you, Miss Lacey?
Round about 150.
Okay.
About 2 years now.
Okay. And so you're the whole family, because I know you're definitely a content creator. That's how I found you.
Yeah.
So the whole family dwells in content creation. Okay. So everybody's pretty much.
I would definitely feel away if I was Jamie. Now, let me move this thing out the way. I don't know why this thing right here. Okay. Can y'all still see that? I would feel away if I was Jamie, right? The wife of 20 years, and the girlfriend has more following than me, because the following typically comes from a stream down of Kevin following, right? And to me, it's like, is he Jalen? Girl, you just scared the shit out of me. Girl, you zipped by that door. I thought I was at the house by myself, child. You better advance and be recognized. Listen, I thought my husband just took my neck. I forgot my daughter was here. She's just so quiet as a mouse. I was like, who is that? Anyway, I'm sorry, y'all. What was I saying? Oh, Jamie. Okay, so the following typically comes down from the husband, right? The husband has a big following, and when they come on and do their thing, this, that, and the other, you know, it might be a, hey, follow my wife, follow my girl, follow this, follow that. You know how sometimes you can sponsor other people, right? Just by you're mentioning, hey, can y'all check out my girl? Can y'all check out my wife? Can y'all follow my wife? She offered this particular content. She offered that particular content. For her to say she's at 60,000 and she's been with this man for 20 years, and the new girl is at 150,000 and she only been with him for 4 years, I would feel a way if I was Jamie, because that means you pushing her content a whole lot more than you have been pushing my content. I don't give a damn how many wives you have after me. I'm still going to be Queen Bee up in this mofo. Do you understand what I'm saying? It has to be some, I don't know. I don't understand polyamorous or polygram, what's it called? Polygram, whatever. Anyway, I don't understand the dynamics of it, but I would think that there need to be a head be in charge. Okay. And because I've been there the longest, I would be the head be in charge. Ain't nobody gonna come along and only been there for 3-4 years and she gets to be put above me. Listen, child, if I need to flow swell, you already getting the Peter Jeter, honey. You need to pull some weight around here. The flow needs to be, you think I'm still gonna be sweeping the flow and cooking? You hear me? Somebody said probably want to crack up. Probably want to crack up, probably Instagram, you know what I mean? How to probably postcard. You're not going to trump my position ever if I've been the one that's been putting up with the bullshit for 20 years. Okay? It's just not gonna happen at all. Okay? Anyway, let us finish. Honey. We ain't gonna never get finished with this, Lord Jesus.
public figure.
Yes.
Right. Okay. And so you can relate very closely to the LaTruths.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
With both of them being content creators.
Absolutely.
Now, my husband is not that he's behind the scenes because he run this whole shit, right? But I just, it's kind of like, I kind of look at this like Bill and Hillary, right? And Bill was the first president, and then he had that controversy with, you know, the dress and the semen and all that. And then Hillary runs for president, and then there's this controversy of emails and all that stuff. But you've never seen them go at each other.
Right.
Right. And so that's kind of where I was coming from when it came to the LaTruths, is that you got both that are public figures, both that are very heavy on social media, both that are equally contributing to the decline of the relationship, and both are extremely extreme when it comes to the response of all of that. So I guess what I'm trying to figure out is given your background, given you've been married 20 years and another 4 years, and you know you're dealing with 2 women as opposed to 1 woman. Why did you disagree with how I handled that promo and had to dial back and ask for a reconciliation of the family, a black family?
Okay, and so I'll say this. So
okay,
regardless of you disagreeing with, I think some of the things, it's not really a lot. I want to thank you for giving my brother a space to be able to speak. Okay, because we live in a world where it's so easy to pick up a camera and just destroy a person. And we just believe the first thing that someone says. Many of us have been through things, our trauma overrides, and so we use that trauma to prove them right. We know they're telling the truth because we've been through it with somebody before. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And so before you know it, the whole world was against him. You did not see him. Okay, he almost lost it. Okay.
You saw behind the scenes.
Absolutely.
Because I know he puts on a very, very good front.
I'm telling you. I know my brother.
Tough.
Okay? He wasn't that day. He wasn't during that time.
He ain't tough now. He ain't tough now. We see through all of that. Only his supporters don't see that the man is still hurting and broken, honey. That's why he videotaping her walk away back to her car, honey, because he ain't over her now. I don't know what Kevin's talking about. He was hurting then and he hurting now. Okay, period.
Okay, so I'm watching him crumbling due to his wife, who he loves with all his heart. He loves that woman. Okay.
I know he does, and I saw that during our interview.
On the outside looking in,
she the best thing that ever happened to him. Okay, the best thing. All right.
You can see that she came into a relationship with 3 children, and he took on those 3 children.
Right.
You even see a video where he said, "I never even wanted kids." Now that.
And see, okay, count the lies. I don't know who's gonna keep up with him for me, right? I don't know who keep up with him, but that's one right there. He just said that his brother, he said, you're going to see on video that his brother said that he never wanted kids. His brother didn't say that, y'all. Robert did not say he didn't want kids. Robert said, I don't want to be no fucking daddy. That I ain't never wanted kids. Is I don't want to be no fucking daddy anyway. And that's after 2 biological kids and 3 step kids. Okay. So there's a difference than I never wanted kids and I don't want to be no fucking daddy after I done already had 2 daughters. There is a difference. So that's lie number 1. All right. All right. Let's continue.
I've seen him saying something mean, but he's saying, I never wanted kids. He would have taken her in, raised her children without her giving him one. What? Would you do that?
With a man, no.
With a man, no. You wouldn't do it with a woman either. I love how y'all.
My daddy did it anyway.
With a man, absolutely not. I always avoided the baby daddies. I'm like, oh, you got kids? I'm out. Like, no disrespect. Now, maybe if I was, is everything okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe if I was divorced at an age like this now, it would be different. But during my youth, absolutely not. I never dated guys with children.
Imagine you're a young man, right?
Yeah.
And if you don't want children, then you should probably want no children, right? Because if you raise those children and she's not going to give you one, then you're raising someone else's legacy. Right. All of the money and time, the teaching, the knowledge that you put into those children, while you genuinely love those children, 100 years from now, those are not your grandkids that they're having. They're someone else's. And men everywhere are contributing to someone else's legacy. Why? They love the woman.
Okay. So if he loved his wife, then why is this man telling his brother, don't reconcile a marriage with someone that you love? Why would he? Because he don't want his brother to be with a beautiful woman. He don't want his brother to be with a woman that looked better than his wives. Okay. Because now, mind you, now we got to take it back a little bit. Mind you, that Kevin was showing his brother pictures of different women that he would meet, saying, this look like Briana, or who does this look like? Y'all remember that? He came out and admitted himself. I only showed him about 5 or 6 pictures of women and asked, did they look like Briana? But y'all remember that? Y'all remember when he was sending his brother pictures of other women saying, who this look like? This could pass for a Briana. Okay. Now he came back and said the reason why he was saying that is because Briana looked like majority of the women he came in contact with. Fake booty, fake tits, light-skinned, pretty. He tried to make it sound like Briana was a typical woman walking around in these American streets. Okay. That's how he tried to play it. That everybody is light-skinned, nice hair, pretty lips, pretty eyes, big booty, fake, and big titties, fake. That's what he's tried to come back and say. But yet he sure was snapping pictures and sending it to his brother, saying, who this look like? Who this look like? Briana, right? Briana, it look like Briana. This look like Briana.
Okay, I get it. But treat the man like something. Like stepfathers don't get treated like anything nowadays. So I'm watching her use the children, turn them against him. I'm watching him. I'm just watching everything crumble. Yeah. You understand? So, number one, I totally agree with, marriage reconciliation. Okay.
He agreed with marriage reconciliation, but not with his brother, because he wants his brother to be lonely and broke down and dusty the way he is now. Okay.
It destroys the children to break up like that. They don't have their parents in the home anymore. Very horrible. But I also look at the person. I always say relationships are about the people in them. Yeah, I love my wives. We will be together, no doubt about it. But they don't do me like she did him. Mm-hmm. And as much as I love my wives, if they did me that way, we would not be together. And I would never do that to them. And if I did that to them, then they should avoid me at all costs.
Now, Kevin, I'm just going to say this, I don't even care at this point what it starts up or whatever, because I'm going to speak my damn mind anytime I want to, Kevin is talking a bunch of bullshit right now, you guys. And let me explain what I mean by Kevin is talking a bunch of bullshit. When Kevin and Jamie split up and Kevin was living with the house, okay, as his assistant, right? He was sneaking other women in, and Vanessa, was it you or was it somebody else that he hid Jamie out in your hotel room while he slept with another woman because he didn't want Jamie, or he didn't care about Jamie knowing that he was sleeping with another woman. He didn't want the other woman to know that his wife was in the room. Was it you, Vanessa? It was one of y'all. I can't remember exactly who it was, but he was sleeping with other women and his wife knew, but he didn't want the girl to know that he was sleeping with his wife. So he hid his wife, Jamie, out in, I want to say it was Vanessa or somebody. And I don't mean to put you out there, Vanessa. I'm sorry, child. But it was a girl. I can't remember if it was you or not, but you can say if it was you in the comments or not. But it was a girl that he hid Jamie in the room, and she sat at the edge of the bed, swinging her feet, waiting for Kevin to finish screwing another girl. And it wasn't this wife. It was another girl. She said, it was me. Okay, thank you, Vanessa, for verifying, baby. So listen, and it wasn't even this girl he was screwing. It was another girl he was screwing. He must have screwed her so good that, when after sex you lay down and you're tired, right? You're tired. You want to get a little Z's. So she called and said, Kevin, your wife is down here. He said, oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Send her down. He had forgot his wife was in the hotel room waiting for him to finish screwing the other girl. But family dynamic, well, he was a whole cheetah cat before he came up with this wife, can I have another woman? Can I have a poly relationship? You understand what I'm saying? He was a whole cheetah cat. Because if you wasn't a cheetah cat, why are you hiding your wife in somebody else's hotel room? You would have had your wife sitting there right on the bed watching you do the oochie coochie with another woman. Period. And I'm just keeping it real. This ain't no defamation or no shit like that. That shit happened. This shit happened. That shit happened. Okay?
You have to think about your own well-being and protecting yourself. And you said at your own assessment, and even the things that she said to you, she was trying to sabotage this man. She was trying to ruin him, build her brand off of him. How do you reconcile with someone who does that? How?
Have you ever been in a relationship with a narcissist before?
Well, we have many things that we can call narcissistic traits. I'll say this, I've never been with someone who was diagnosed as a narcissist. It would be unfair for me to say. I have dated women who would say seemed very narcissistic. Okay. So I can say that. Okay. Actually, when I was developing my poly relationship, Jamie and I were separated. I was dating Lacey and a couple of women.
Oh, I thought he said he was dating Lacey and a couple of other women. What's a word bigger than couple? Because Kevin, people realize a couple means two. Kevin, and I know you in here listening to me, Kevin, and you can feel free to say something, but Kevin, don't tell people you was dating a couple of women when you was dating several women. Kevin, like, come on, Kevin. Don't downplay it. And I know this video is old, but I'm just saying, dude, you downplayed the shit out of this thing right here. Me and her was separated and I dated a couple. They was only separated because he didn't want her no more. Okay. He wanted to go out and find him something else. Okay. And a couple of women. You're gonna make me fall out. Dating a couple of women. Kevin dated a lot of women. He was disrespecting the dog shit out of his wife. Okay, at the time. He was dating a lot of women. It ain't no couple. What's a word bigger than couple? Whatever word bigger than couple, put that in the chat because it wasn't no couple, honey. Couple means two, baby. It was more than two. Couple women.
No doubt about it.
Downplayed the shit out of that.
She did him. And as much as I love my wives, if they did me that way, we would not be together. And I would never do that to them. And if I did that to them, then they should avoid me at all costs.
You did worse.
You have to think about your own well-being. And
you see how when he said that, Jamie looked, come on. I'm sorry, but we got to look at Jamie's face, okay? Because when he said that, Jamie looked straight ahead and Lacey put her head down. Now, listen, pay attention to these women body languages as Kevin talked, okay? Because when he just said, I've never done this to my wives, and if I have, they need to avoid me at all costs. The moment Kevin said that, Jamie looked straight ahead. Look at her face. And Lacey looked down. Now, her head may not look like it's tilted down, but her damn eyes is. Okay, I need you guys. I feel like I'm yelling. I'm sorry. I need you guys to pay attention to the body movements of these lady wives, sister wives, okay? I'm going to rewind it just a little bit. Don't look at Kevin. Listen to Kevin. Look at Jamie, which is that one right there with the white and tattered shirt, and Lacey with the dreads, okay? I need you to look at their faces. When he say what he says, look at their faces.
Woman. Okay, I get it, but treat the man like something. Like stepfathers don't get treated like anything nowadays. So I'm watching her use the children, turn them against him. I'm watching him. I'm just watching everything crumble. Yeah. You understand? So number one, I totally agree with, marriage reconciliation. Okay. It destroys the children to break up like that. They don't have their parents in the home anymore. Very horrible. But I also look at the person. I always say relationships are about the people in them.
And mind you, Kevin wasn't in the house with his kids for 5 years. Okay. I mean, do I need to say that again? I'm just saying, you know, the way he said they're not in the house anymore. He was absent for 5 years, not 5 days, not 5 months. I said 5 years. Okay. He was gone for 5 years. She was a single mama for 5 years. That's a lot of time. The hell? That's a lot of time. I've only been single for 6 months of my adult life, like literally single without a husband for 6 months of my 6 years. I said 6 months. 6 years of my adult life, I've been single. This man was without his wife and his kids in the home for 5 years. Okay.
Yeah, I love my wives. We will be together.
I want you to look at their faces. Look at their faces. Look at their faces.
No doubt about it. But they don't do me like she did him. And as much as I love my wives, if they did me that way, we would not be together. And I would never do that to them. And if I did that to them, then they should avoid me at all costs. You have to think about your own well-being.
They looking like, he said, if I did that to them, they need to avoid me at all costs. She just did a straight stare ahead. And Lacey just put her head down like, God damn, this nigga over here just lying and shit. And we got to sit here and hold his hand knowing that we catching all the hell in the world back at the house, you know what I mean, in Georgia. Lord, why he just told that lie. Okay. I'm just telling you what they said, all right? Look at Lacey face. I mean, Jamie face. Jamie looked like, nigga, I done been through the swamps with you. Okay? The swamps.
Protecting yourself. And you said at your own assessment, and even the thing that she said to you, she was trying to sabotage this man. She was trying to ruin him, build her brand off of him. How do you reconcile with someone who does that? How?
Have you ever been in a relationship with a narcissist before?
Well, we have many things that we can call narcissistic traits. I'll say this. I've never been with someone who was diagnosed as a narcissist. It would be unfair for me to say, but I have dated women who would say seemed very narcissistic. Okay. So I can't say that. Okay. Actually, when I was developing my poly relationship, Jamie and I were separated. I was dating Lacey and a couple of other women. A few of those behaved just like she did when I chose Lacey. I decided I wanted to be with Lacey instead of those other women. They went online, said a bunch of lies, called me broke, said they was paying for me to just the same stuff. Okay.
Because Kevin, that was true. Like, don't sit here now. Like, you know, and I know this video, and I keep having to remind myself of that. And Kevin came out and said it was an old video, you know, and I really don't want to go back down memory lane. But y'all know we revealed it here on this platform and Neo's platform. If you ain't hear Neo, say, hey, stand up. We reveal, and by the way, Callie, if you hear, say, hey, we revealed that this man was nothing but a male hoe, period. He was a male hoe. He ran through women. He used them. Like, I really don't really want to go back down memory lane with Kevin because he, you know, he ain't even on my hot list or anything. But it just, to hear this now, like, it hit some nerves just to hear him sit here and lie as if like he was this good guy, knowing that he was a cheater, a liar. He took people money and stuff like that. Like, let's just keep it real now. I'm trying to get him back up 7 hours lives that he go on and rant for hours and hours and hours. But Kevin wasn't no good man then. Now, I'm not going to say he ain't no good man now. I don't know. I'll be looking at him like that. He looked like he's into his child. But Kevin was a natural born hoe and a user during that time that he's speaking on, talking about he had narcissistic women. He should be ashamed of himself. You know, it would have been better as a man to come out and say, I was running through them, and yeah, I was using a couple of them. They were spending their money on me, and I was lying to them and saying this, that, and the other, knowing I wasn't going to deliver. But, you know, he ain't doing that. He trying to paint a picture like they was bad, and he was doing the right thing. Like, Kevin, come on with that. Anyway, let me see. Y'all texting me. Let me go on. Okay, let me go on. Let me go on then.
So I've seen this happen before.
Sally said rewind it one more time. Where am I rewinding it to? Hold on. Rewind it one more time. How far back am I going? where she had to ask him for permission to get a girl some wine. What do you want me to rewind it back to?
I don't think so. I think he told himself a fantasy of who she would be, and men do that.
Hold on a second. Let me go back because I'm gonna see what she just asked him.
Even if there were like, I don't know. I'm sure that there were other women outside to get to those 4 wives, right? But
I don't understand how can your brother sit here and tell you don't what's the word? Reconcile with your spouse. Like what? Kevin act like he lived under the bed in this home. He only been over there one time because Briana wouldn't let his ass come over there. How can you develop what type of person Briana is and you only been over around Briana in her house one time? What? I don't get this. I'm telling y'all, this man didn't want his wife to have, his brother to have a wife that looked like Briana. I guarantee you he would let LaTruth go back to natural body. He'll let LaTruth go back to natural body every day, all day. You want to know why? Because he will be able to say he got a wife that looked better than his brother's wife. Okay.
So you do take on the responsibility of why it went the way that it went.
Well,
now I got to rewind because Kevin ain't taking on the responsibility of nothing.
They went online, said a bunch of lies, called me broke, said they was paying for
me. You was broke. Okay, Jesus.
Just a bunch of the same stuff.
Okay.
So I've seen this happen before. What it did for me is it scared me. It made me say, okay, well, I'm already a public figure. Trying to date like a normal man, it isn't safe. A lot of them already have investments into dealing with you. So if it don't go their way, they'll try to punish you for it because you're somebody. You understand? So these women were fine until I said, I don't want to be with you guys. I want to be with Lacey.
Had you laid down with any of those women?
Absolutely.
Okay. So
all of them, Tasha, child, all of them. Tasha, you want me to pull them out? I got a whole video footage of all of them, Tasha. Video photo footage of all of them, Tasha. He laid down with all of them. I mean, I'm sorry. I thought you was asking me, Tasha. I'm sorry. I thought Tasha was talking to me. Shit. Let me continue.
You do take on the responsibility of why it went the way that it went.
Well,
as a Black man, as a leader, and I consider Black men the top of the top of the top, right? I'm talking about out of all men.
Sure.
And that is why you guys are attacked at every different angle. Okay. And so I'm referring back to like my husband's dad, right? Mm-hmm. I love to use him as an example. 4 wives, right? Mm-hmm. But his family has always, even if there were like, I don't know, I'm sure that there were other women outside to get to those 4 wives, right? But the way we see women behaving now versus back then, it's like, as a man, you have to take responsibility to some degree with whom you decide to lay down with, right? Before
all the responsibility
to figure out that character before they take to social media to try to destroy you. It's kind of like knowing who you're laying down with.
Sure.
Okay. And Robert knew very well the type of person Briana was.
I don't think so. I think he told himself a fantasy of who she would be. And men do that. See, a woman has an idea of marriage. Typically, it's a guy who's doing better than her resourcefully. And he comes and shares those resources with her, gives her a better life. He's tall, all this type of things. A man's idea of marriage is that woman loves him, that she is a unicorn, that she's special. That's what he thinks. He doesn't think that she's a liar, conniving, deceitful. He doesn't think that, or he would not marry her. He's going to walk around with her on his arm. He wants her to make him look good. This is why men don't marry women if he has value that lives like that. She doesn't make him look good. It would be an embarrassment. His peers won't respect him because he's married a woman of low value. So if he marries her, he thinks that she's a charm. That's what he thinks.
But we started off this conversation with Briana being somewhat considered by men of low value with 3 kids. She's coming into a relationship with a man who's pretty much a bachelor, mm-hmm. who already has a social media presence. So I mean, so are we gonna blame, like, at this point it's like Brianna's hand was open, right? It was kind of like, I'm coming as I am, right? This is what I'm coming with. And then they have a child together. Him using the excuse that he didn't know or couldn't see that to me is insane. You have to understand, when people come with that much baggage, you have to understand what comes with that, because she's been scorned before, obviously.
So from my eyes,
okay,
I could see it.
Okay.
And I tried to talk to him about that, but he loved her.
Michelle says, I don't agree with Kevin overall, but I don't think reconciliation was best for Bree and Robert. Their relationship was not built on the right foundation and was only going to get worse, not better. I agree. I believe sometimes God moves stuff out of our life for better to come, right? Even if that means better is loving ourselves. I do agree with you. It's best that they didn't reconcile. I wouldn't want to be married to Robert, nor a part of that family. That family did not have Brianna's best interests in hand or at heart at all. They did not have her best interests at all. They did not like her. They was envious of her and jealous of her. So that's good they didn't reconcile. But the fact that he's saying that they didn't reconcile was trying to say because his brother better or some shit. You know what I mean? And we see that that's just not true. But yeah, no, I do agree that it's good that they didn't reconcile. She don't need to be a part of that family. That family is weird. Seriously, mentally weird.
See, I've dated a lot in my life. I met Jamie really young. We had a very long relationship, obviously. Okay. So I've dated other women. My brother always clowned me because I'm the type of person who will date. I'm not a hit it and quit it, one night stand type of guy. I've never done it.
See, he's trying to, what I don't like about Kevin, I don't have a problem with Kevin right now, but I don't like the fact that Kevin is a huge manipulator. Kevin's trying to, oh yeah, that's true, Janice. Oh, let me put that up. Thank you, Michelle. I'm sorry, I didn't thank you for that super chat. Thank you very much. But let me put up what Janice just said. Janice said because Robert created that environment for them to be jealous, right? I think what she's trying to say is that Robert wanted his siblings to be jealous of Briana, right? By always saying things like, Briana don't want y'all around. Briana don't want me to come over y'all house. Briana don't want this. Blaming everything on Briana. He created the environment for his siblings to hate Briana and be jealous of Briana. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. It was something else I was going to say. I may have to come back to. Oh yeah, I know what I was going to say. The thing that bothers me about this man Kevin, he brushes over things. So I'm gonna back it up a little bit, and you're gonna hear. I'm gonna back it up a little bit, and I want you to hear how he says, I dated a lot in my time. We got married when we was young. And, my brother, I'm not a hit it and quit it type of guy. My brother picks at me because I date. Dude, you was married. It's called cheating. It's not called dating. When after you done said I do and you still dating other women, that's called cheating. But he would not say I cheated a lot. He just says I dated a lot, right? I dated a lot. Dude, you was married. You cheated a lot. You cheated a lot. He won't say those words. You want to know why he won't say those words? Because it will make him look bad. So he says, I dated a lot. I'm not a hit it and quit it type of guy. No, I just have a wife and then I cheat with her. And then once I get up with her, then I get with another girl. And then when I'm done with her, then I get with another girl. And then when I'm done with her, then I go to another girl. And then when I'm done with her, then I go to another girl. He cheated a lot. But he won't use those words. What does he say? I dated a lot. Dude, you were a cheater, Kevin. You cheated a lot on your wife. Don't say I dated a lot. I'm not a hit it and quit it type of person. You cheated. You had a whole wife and kids at home, Kevin. What part of that does he not understand? You cheated. You was a dog. You was a garden tool.
They have a child together. him using the excuse that he didn't know or couldn't see that to me is insane. Because you have to understand, when people come with that much baggage, you have to understand what comes with that, because she's been scorned before, obviously.
So from my eyes,
okay,
I could see it.
Okay.
And I tried to talk to him about that, but he loved her. See, I've dated a lot in my life. I met Jamie really young. We had a very long relationship, obviously. Okay. So I've dated other women. My brother always clowned me because I'm the type of person who will date. I'm not a hit it and quit it, one night stand type of guy. I've never done it in my entire life. Okay. So he always said, man, you like to just stay with women and stuff like that.
And we're talking about Robert, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so the thing is, it taught me skills that helped me maintain a relationship. You understand? So I can.
This man say he's not a hit it and quit it type of guy. When I have a video of Kevin kissing on a lot of women, and I've shown that video before, and I chose to hide it because, you know, we was off of Kevin. Maybe I need, you know. Kevin said it. Kevin not being truthful, y'all. That man is a whole hoe. I can't put it no other way. Kevin is a hoe. Kevin is a whole hoe. Kevin kissed on a lot of women, and Kevin can't deny that. Kevin can't deny that video that I have of him being with a lot of women. I had women sending me shit of him being with a lot of different women. A lot of different women. They was ready to come tell their story for real, for real. You hear me?
I can see it, where he's been a Casanova his whole life. He's never had a serious relationship. So when he met Briana, red flags that he would normally notice through trial and error.
So I want y'all to take out a piece of paper right quick, okay? She said, so what is it? Did you date a lot? So what is it? Did you date a lot of women, or do you not hit it or quit it? Which one? Yeah, I dated a lot of women, but I'm not a hit it or quit it type of guy. That's exactly what you are. Take out a piece of paper, and I want you to write down this, okay? I'm going to rewind it because he just said something, and I want you guys, and we're going to go on a break in a few minutes. I know I said 8 o'clock, but we're going to go on a break at 8:30. We're going to do a 5-minute intermission at 8:30, okay? That's in 5 more minutes. Take out a piece of paper, and I want you to write down what this man just said, and I'm going to repeat it when he said it. I want you to write it down for me, okay? Because I'm going to ask y'all what he said in a few minutes. I want y'all to write this down, okay? Here we go. This is an interactive live. Y'all know I love interacting with y'all. All right, here we go. Let's take it back.
They have a child together.
Him
using the excuse that he didn't know or couldn't see that to me is insane. Because you have to understand, when people come with that much baggage, you have to understand what comes with that, because she's been scorned before, obviously.
So from my eyes,
okay,
I could see it.
Okay.
And I tried to talk to him about that, but he loved her. See, I've dated a lot in my life. I met Jamie really young. We had a very long relationship.
It's coming. Hold on.
So I've dated other women. My brother always called me because I'm the type of person who will date. I'm not a hit it and quit it, one night stand type of guy. I've never done it in my entire life. Okay. So he always said, man, you like to just stay with women and stuff like that.
And we're talking about Robert, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so the thing is, it taught me skills that helped me maintain a relationship. You understand? So I can see it, where he's been a Casanova his whole life. He's never had a serious relationship. So
write that down, you guys. He's never had a serious relationship. Write that down. He's never had a serious relationship. Kevin said at this moment, his brother never had a serious relationship. Let me know if y'all got that written down. Okay? He's never had a serious relationship. Okay? Now let's move on. Please, somebody write that down for me and just tell me, check if you got it written down. All right? Let's continue.
When he met Briana, red flags that he would normally notice through trial and error, he doesn't notice them.
And that's where I was holding him accountable at, because
and I would hold him accountable there too, but that's in lack of knowledge. So so for us, we can see a woman of low value, right?
Okay.
So she has 3 children outside of him. Now, low value, not personality wise,
right?
Okay, because I would never paint this idea that a single mother is a bad person in any way.
Right.
Sometimes people have.
So if a woman with 3 kids is of low value, then up of your ass is low value, honey. Because not only you got 3 kids, You got 3 baby daddies. So her Kevin just called you a low valued ass woman, honey. You low value hermaphrodite.
Have really been through stuff.
Right.
So that's why I say relationships are about the people in them. It's not a rule of thumb. Don't deal with women with children, but you need to vet her and understand what her thinking is like. And if she tells you what her relationship was like with her ex, you need to listen. If it's a whole bunch of trauma, then you need to really hear this.
Right.
Because even if she was done wrong, if she hasn't healed from that, you will have to pay for that.
Right.
That's not a good thing. And she's wrong for that, actually. We are always responsible for our own healing. If you put a Band-Aid on or a cast, it don't heal your wound or your bone. You do that. The cast just holds your bone in place, right? The Band-Aid just covers the wound from being infected. Your body is doing that healing. Even if you go to the doctor and get medication, if you have a terminal illness, when your body builds itself back, that's your body. The medicine don't do that. So when we come out of relationships, we go right back into one, taking all the experiences from that last relationship into this one. You're wrong for that. And
I asked him, I said, do you feel that your relationship was based on trauma, like a trauma bond? And he said, yes, during our interview. And that's the first, I think that's the first step to acknowledging that. I don't think there needs to be a separation. I think there needs to be a breakdown of everything that this relationship was built on and a reconciliation of how can we build from here. Because both of us were entering, and I did recently see them do something together online. So,
which is horrible as well.
I didn't see.
If you're talking about the interview where they did whatever,
yeah,
it was a setup to call my brother a narcissist, even though she came on there and did a lot of the same things she's always done. When they got off, they were calling him a narcissist again. It's unreal. And she told him before the interview that it was going to be a setup. So she did an interview with those people the first time. They did not call my brother and ambush her so it could be fair. But when he did the interview, they called her and ambushed my brother so it could be fair.
Okay.
And then after the interview, this specialist, or she says that she's a specialist, some type of therapist, calls him a narcissist, diagnoses him on a public platform.
Yeah, you can't diagnose anyone. That's why I said it
was crazy.
We all have narcissistic.
He has children watching. He's trying to build this relationship that she destroyed with his daughter, and she's going to go on a public platform to say
she didn't destroy his relationship, and Kevin should be ashamed of himself of saying that. She didn't. Briana, if Briana destroyed the relationship with the daughter, then why the daughter don't want to have nothing to do with him now? Huh? No, Briana ain't got nothing to do with that. It's him. Okay?
My brother's a narcissist. She has no care in the world for what this man is going through. I think Briana paid her. I think she pays a lot of people. This is why I say you can't.
Kevin's saying that because he admitted to paying content creator. But he said he didn't pay him, y'all. He said it was a donation. So I guess that's a little different, honey. He said it ain't a pay, it's a donation. Okay, one more minute and we going on break for 5 minutes. Okay, you guys, one more minute, then we going on break.
And not build with this person. See, if you break Briana all the way down to where it began, okay, she's wanting to build her platform. She's wanting to use him to do that. She's just simply the way she's treating him. Okay, you take her back, this woman who literally tried to destroy everything y'all tried to build. Try to rip the children from you. I don't see a path. The person is good. That person doesn't deserve a husband. He'll have to go. And
that's why. Okay, we going on break. That is why he told Janelle to leave her, because you heard what he just said. He said Briana does not deserve a husband. She doesn't deserve a husband. Okay. We're about to go on break for 5 minutes. We're doing this intermission thing. This is our first day. Well, we've done it. We tried to do it before, but this is going to be our first day of doing it. Hold on a second. Hold on. I haven't even uploaded the video. It's processing. Okay, let's continue until the video continues to process. Okay, good Lord. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. Is it processing? Give me a second, y'all. Hold on. Oh, I think this is it. All right, here we go. All right, we're going on. Oh, here we go. All right, 5 minutes, you guys. I'll be back in 5 minutes. All right, here we go. Everybody get up and stretch. Get something to drink. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Okay, you guys, I am back. I'm back. I hope you guys had a restroom break. Got y'all some snacks, something to drink, stretched a little bit. We're going to be doing this every day because your girl is 51 years old and I can't just be sitting down for no 4 freaking hours. Okay, straight. We're going to do a 2-hour live. And so we got another hour to go. Okay. All right. So I hope you guys wrote down what I told you guys to write down earlier. What was it? That his brother has never been in a serious relationship. Let me just stop for a second and just say thank you to everybody that has sent in coffees. I see quite a few of them, and I will be responding back to you guys all. Hold on, buy me a coffee. At the last 5 minutes of the live, I will give you guys a big, huge thank you, shout out for all the coffee senders, Zelle or Apple Pay. Okay, thank y'all for the tips so very much. But what did I tell y'all to write down? That his brother has never been in a serious relationship, right? He said Robert has never been in a serious relationship. So let's continue. Okay, so we can catch these lies. All right, here we go.
Through the heartbreak because he did not vet. He didn't vet. He shouldn't have been so googly-eyed at it.
I don't agree because, I mean, he went in with trauma. She went into a relationship with trauma. They both contributed equally.
What trauma would you say he brought in?
The trauma from...
If my moderator can drop the coffee link. Oh, I think she did. I see it. She just dropped it. So Tasha K said, I don't agree with you. They both had trauma. Kevin had the audacity to say, what type of trauma did he have? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This joker mama, he come online crying all the time about his mama died when he was 5 years old. He practically raised himself because his daddy kicked him and his siblings out the house when his sister was what, 8 years old, y'all? And he had to raise his 8-year-old sister. But then Kevin says, what type of trauma did he have? Dude, are you kidding me? He was made a daddy at a very young age, okay? He became a daddy at what, 16, 15, 16, whatever age it was when he was responsible for taking care of his sister and his brother, right? Is when trauma began. It probably began before that. But we're going to say the fact that he became, oh, she said Toya was 12. I'm sorry. Okay, I said 8. Where did I get 8 from? I'm not sure. All right, I stand corrected. Somebody said Toya was 12 when he became, per his own words. Now, if he's telling the truth, per his own words, he took care of Toya at 12 because they daddy kicked them out of the home. Okay, let's back it up a little bit. When Tasha says, I don't agree with you, I believe they both contributed because they both came in a relationship broken with trauma. Kevin says, what type of trauma did he have? Really, Kevin? Kevin got his own sets of traumas. But y'all know these narcissists don't think that they the problem. They think everybody around them the problem except for them.
Yeah,
he had no woman trauma.
And the trauma of...
Let's go back a little bit. 1 second. Let's go back to right here.
You take her back, this woman who literally tried to destroy everything y'all tried to build, tried to rip the children from you. I don't see a way to patch that. The person is gone. That person doesn't deserve a husband. He'll have to go through the heartbreak because he did not vet. He didn't vet. He shouldn't have been so googly-eyed at it.
I don't agree because, I mean, he went in with trauma. She went into a relationship with trauma. They both contributed equally.
What trauma would you say he brought in?
The trauma from his past, his mother and his wanting mom? Yeah,
he had no woman trauma.
And the trauma of him not having a relationship ever. So you're taking someone who is very inexperienced in relationships, and so he's putting himself with someone who's very experienced with having relationships.
Consider the leverage.
And then he constantly tells her, which he told me, and he said it over and over during our interview, and I had to go back and watch that, and I was like, if this is what he was saying to her over the years, as a woman, I would probably crack somewhere too, right? Because she's already traumatized. And then you're reminding her every day that inadvertently that she's somewhat low value, or she should be appreciative that, you know, I put you on this pedestal.
Listen to Kevin agrees that a man should remind you, I'm taking care of your kids. I got you out of this place. I put you in this position. I did for you. I did for you. I did for you. Listen to Kevin agree that is how a man should talk to his woman. Okay?
I'm taking care of your children. You did not have a platform before you met me. All of these things, right?
And then the wives are gonna agree, baby. Especially Jamie. She gonna be like, "Yeah, a man should tell you something like that. If you act in a certain way, you should be put in your place and told that you ain't shit, and I'm the reason why you breathing today." Okay, that's what Jamie is gonna tell her. Okay, that she should be appreciative that he's allowing her to breathe. Okay.
So it's like you go into childlike mode trying to prove yourself that you're better. So even though it was fucked up, I understood, because I put myself in her shoes. Like, why would she go to the extreme of trying to break him down? It's because she's trying to scream out to prove not only to herself, but to people who have traumatized her in the past, and even the public's perception that I am somebody, I am of value, despite having children now 4, despite me having a breakdown in my relationship. Like,
let me tell you something, what people miss. Her having 3 kids at her young age, 24 years old, shows that she wasn't willing to get an abortion, okay? Because there's a lot of us walking around here that should probably have 3, 4, 5 kids, but we went to the clinic and let them suck babies out of us, okay? So her having 3 babies, heartbeats at 24 years old just proved that she wasn't willing to go lay on that table. Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? So don't act like just because she got 3 kids, she's a low value. There's a lot of women around here that's probably looked at as high value and got some shit sucked out their asses, okay? So having 3 kids don't make that you're low value. That just means that your ass didn't go get an abortion, okay?
He constantly reminded her every day that she would have been nothing without him.
So,
and he said that
it did not go that way. That's not an everyday type of reminder.
And listen to Kevin hollering, it did not go that way, and it ain't an everyday reminder, like as if Kevin lived underneath the bed. Listen, I don't agree with his stance of acting like he lived in the home. He did not live in the home. He said it didn't go that way. It wasn't an everyday occurrences. How do you know? He acted like he was in the kitchen sink or some shit. For real? Like he was a fly on the wall. Him and his brother wasn't even that coochie close. For real.
I put you on this pedestal. I'm taking care of your children. You did not have a platform before you met me. All of these things, right? And so it's like you go in
point blank period. Robert thought he was better than her. That's it. Robert thought he was better than her. And now God's showing him that he wasn't. Period.
To childlike mode trying to prove yourself that you're better. So even though it was fucked up, and I understood, because I put myself in her shoes, like, why would she go to the extreme of trying to break him down? It's because she's trying to scream out to prove not only to herself, but to people who have traumatized her in the past, and even the public's perception that I am somebody, I am of value, despite me having 3 children, now 4, despite me having a breakdown in my relationship. Like, he constantly reminded her every day that she would have been nothing without him.
So,
and he said that
it did not go that way. That's not an everyday type of reminder, okay?
Okay.
Whenever he's doing all that he can to make her happy, and he really was, okay? Now, it may be buying her things, taking her places, but that's what he knew to do. That's what she asked.
He said buying her things and taking her places. Now, we know for a fact that Robert has never taken her outside of the country. She is the one that took him outside the country. But Kevin will sit here and act like Robert showed her the finer things in life. Briana came on here and said their asses used to eat at Ryan's and Golden Corral. They lived in Atlanta, and there's a whole bunch of places that they ain't never been because Robert didn't take her. Honey, they went to buffet meals. Now, I know they got a lot of kids and shit like that, but she upgraded her own status, and she took him out the country for the very first time. So the fact that he's like, oh, you know, buying her things, and she got her own teeth fixed. She paid for her own body to be fixed or whatever the case may be, and his teeth too. His teeth too. Briana got a tendency to want to upgrade somebody that's in her life. So she the one that was buying him this, that, and the third. Why, you know what I'm saying? But Kevin tried to see him pretend like it was him buying Briana. Come on, Kevin. Kevin know he lying out his damn teeth. Okay. Period. Lying out the top of his head.
Yeah,
he had no woman trauma.
And the trauma of him not having a relationship ever. So you're taking someone who is very inexperienced in relationships, and so he's putting himself with someone who's very experienced.
I'm sorry, I went back too far.
And then he constantly tells her, which he told me, and he said it over and over during our interview, and I had to go back and watch that. And I was like, if this is what he was saying to her over the years, as a woman, I would probably crack somewhere too, right? Because she's already traumatized. And then you're reminding her every day that inadvertently that she's somewhat low value, or she should be appreciative that, you know, I put you on this pedestal. I'm taking care of your children. You did not have a platform before you met me. All of these things, right? So it's like you go into childlike mode trying to prove yourself that you're better. So even though it was fucked up, and I understood, you know, because I put myself in her shoes, like, why would she go to the extreme of trying to break him down? It's because she's trying to scream out to prove not only to herself, but to people who have traumatized her in the past, and even the public's perception that I am somebody, I am of value, despite me having 3 children, now 4, despite me having a breakdown in my relationship. He constantly reminded her every day that she would have been nothing without him.
So,
and he said
it did not go that way. That's not an everyday type of reminder. Okay. Whenever he's doing all that he can to make her happy, and he really was. Okay. Now it may be buying her things, taking her places, but that's what he knew to do. That's what she asked for. So when he's doing those things and she's still complaining, this man is now saying, let me put my value on the table. I do this for you. I do that for you. This isn't him rubbing it in her face. See, it's really difficult dealing with what I call an emotional terrorizer. Okay. You can try to explain to them your value, but it will come off as insulting them. So if he say, I do all this, and you're still ungrateful, to her, I'm ungrateful. Here's another thing I'm doing wrong. He has to literally tell you, I'm taking care of your kids. He has to say that. Whenever she's sitting here and she's emotional terrorizing, creating toxic, or just literally letting these toxic ideas that come to her mind, that she's building on them. She's sitting here thinking about how bad of a person he is. He's not doing this. He's not doing that. He's not doing this. I believe a good person, not even a good wife, but a good person, remind themselves of all the things that he is doing. Okay, he's came into my life and he's given me a much better life. He's not cheating on me. He is a great father to my children. My sons get to see an example of
Kevin's talking. Kevin don't know any of this to be true. None of this to be true. He act like he was his brother's dick. Seriously, like, Kevin, you don't know this at all. You wasn't living in that house. Like, none of the things that this man is saying makes sense because he's not his brother. He's speaking as if he was in the damn relationship. He act like he was the one married to Briana. Does he not? Jeez.
A hardworking man. Oh, he is the example my father was to me, an in-home father, but he is a great father nonetheless. Now, there are men out here who go off and be in the military and they die for this country. And we see that as great for giving your life for this country. I see it as cannon fodder. Okay? This man is being used to die for rich people. But the wife praises that. And when he dies, they bring home a nicely folded blanket and he becomes a hero or flag. And
I was about to say, what nicely folded blanket do they bring home, Kevin? I ain't never known they brung home no nicely folded blanket.
a hero. But Robert, because he's created his own life and he doesn't have to go to work for somebody, now him going to work is neglecting her. He's been a workaholic. That's how he amassed all this platform and the wealth. So she comes into his life because
$60,000 is not wealth, though, is it? Oh, Jesus. Okay. Forest City. Okay. Forest City.
she says, okay, this is a capable man, capable of leading me and my family, because if it's not that, you shouldn't have married him. So if you trust him to do that, why wouldn't you allow him to do that? He's already successful. He's proven himself by making you successful. You're now in a situation that you likely wouldn't have been in. She wanted to continue nursing. He talked her out of it. They argued about that. Here's what I'm saying. She comes in.
Y'all listen to this fraganaga bull right here, because what Kevin says out his mouth with this right here took me back. I'm gonna let y'all hear this.
To his life, she sees that he's a man of value, or that he has resources. He's accomplished enough for himself for her to deem him worthy, okay, of leading her. Now, this is what a wife should do. She gets with a capable man. Okay, so now he gives you advice. I don't want to hear that advice. I want to argue. That ain't peace. That's not peace. Baby, why don't you want to go to work and work for all them hours whenever we can make more money if you stay home with the children and we create these videos. I already have the platform. I can help you build it. No, I don't want to do that. I want to be in healthcare. I get it. You want to be in healthcare. You got your goals and your dreams. I get all of that. But you finally listened to him. And now you see that he was right. Look at your life now. And you're still complaining.
But I mean, she could have had a great life as a nurse too. I mean, I have sisters that are nurses that make well over 6 figures plus.
They don't make what Briana's making right now.
I get that, but
how does he know how much Briana's making right now? And the fact that he looks at the fact that she's having a discussion with her husband saying, I want to be a nurse. And he's like, no, I don't want you to be a nurse. I want you to stay at home and take care of these damn children. He looking at her saying, but I really want to be a nurse, as arguing. He looked at that as arguing and not listening to your spouse. When you tell this man that you want to be a nurse, that's what you went to school to get all them degrees for, right? You want to be a nurse. And he's like, no, I don't want you to be a nurse. I want you to do these videos and we make this money from content creation. Kevin is saying that saying something back is arguing. Okay. And then he said, well, look at the money she's making now. She would have made the money she's making now doing nursing.
A great life as a nurse too. I mean, I have sisters that are nurses that make well over 6 figures plus.
They don't make what Briana's making right now.
I get that, but I'm thinking Briana knew what she wanted to be. He talked her out of doing that.
But when you go become someone's wife, what do you think that is? If you say, okay, I see this man who's capable, but I like being a nurse. So say this man said, we need to move here. Well, I'm going to stay here and be a nurse. You have to understand, relationship is the most important thing that you're going to have. Your legacy is linked to that. When we become career oriented, we put careers over our family. That is not the way to be. As
a man, but as a woman, and this is where
the woman put the career over her family. She said, I want to be a nurse. This is what I want. She married a man and then told him what type of job she wanted to do.
Did y'all hear that shit? Did y'all hear that shit? Did y'all hear that? Did y'all just hear Kevin say she married a man and then had the audacity to tell him what she wants to do? Did y'all hear that? Do I need to run that back? Because Kevin said she married a man and then told him what she wanted to do. She told him what she want to be. She don't have no choice. What these days? Y'all don't have no choice. Lord Jesus, child, let me tell you something. Where I've been disobedient, Jesus. In the name of the Father, I've been disobedient. I have been disobedient. Okay, I've been doing it wrong, baby. Because wait a minute, somebody said run it back. Let me go on and run it back then. Okay, he said she married a man and then told him what she wanted to do. The audacity of Briana telling Robert what she wanted to do as a woman, honey. You don't get to pick what you want to do, Briana. You do what Robert tell you what he wants you to do. If he tell you he wants you to sit in front of that camera and make videos, that's what you do, and you do it with a coke and a smile, baby. She married a man and then told this man what she wanted to do. The audacity, Briana. Girl, I know Briana glad she out of that bullshit. Hold on, let's go back a little bit, y'all. I don't care what they call Briana. Briana free. Everybody hashtag free, baby, free. F-R-E-E, nigga, free. And that about me, R-E-I-E-O-E-E, because she is a free. She's a free. Free, she free. Y'all make me do this shit.
Go to work for somebody. Now him going to work is neglecting her. He's been a workaholic. That's how he amassed all of this and the wealth. So she comes into his life because she says, okay, this is a capable man, capable of leading me and my family, because if it's not that, you shouldn't have married him. So if you trust him to do that, why wouldn't you allow him to do that? He's already successful. He's proven himself by making you successful. You're now in a situation that you likely wouldn't have been in. She wanted to continue nursing. He talked her out of it. They argued about that. Here's what I'm saying. She comes into his life. She sees that he's a man of value, or that he has resources. He's accomplished enough for himself for her to deem him worthy, okay, of leading her. Now, this is what a wife should do. She gets with a capable man. Okay, so now he gives you advice. I don't want to hear that advice. I want to argue. That ain't peace. That's not peace.
Look how both of the wives looking at him like they sheltered. They shell shocked. You can't tell me that them women have a mind of their own. Anyway, child, I don't want to talk about the wives. I'm trying my best not to, but it's gonna be hard, baby.
Baby, you want to go to work and work for all of the hours? But we can make.
That's why they doing Uber and Lyft right now, honey. Child, they gotta do what husband tell them to do. I'm just telling you, child.
More money if you stay home with the children and we create these videos. I already have the platform. I can help you build it. No, I don't want to do that. I want to be in healthcare. I get it. You want to be in healthcare.
Oh, Briana. Oh, Lord Jesus, Father God. Everybody extend their arms to Briana. She just wanted to be a poor little old nurse. Jesus, now she got her ass tied up in this bullshit ass family. Been spreading all around social media and shit. Her pussy, her foot, her head, her eyes, her nose, her titties, everything. Child, she just wanted to be an RN. She wanted a smock on. She wanted to just be an RN on her feet all day. Child, she just wanted to be a nurse. She wanted to be a nurse, baby, a nurse. That's it. That's all, honey. He wanted to be a nurse, child. Now what is your Lord Jesus? Poor Briana, child. Briana just wanted to be a nurse.
You got your goals and your dreams. I get all of that. But you finally listen to him.
Kevin, like, damn your goals and your dreams. I'm your husband. I don't want you to have your goals and your dreams. You do what I want you to do. I said make these videos, anime. Briana, I said make these videos. You better smile. He nugging a smile. The camera is on. Smile. I said make these videos, anime. Shut up and eat the cake.
And now you see that he was right. Look at your life now. And you're still complaining.
But I mean, she could have had a great life as a nurse too. I mean, I have sisters.
My nurses, raise your hand, because I know I got a whole lot of y'all. I got a whole lot of y'all, like y'all living real good, and your coochie ain't all over social media, honey. Raise your hand if you are a nurse. Hats off to all my medical professionals out there. Hoo for my nurses in the house, honey. Raise your hand if you are a nurse, honey.
That are nurses that make well over 6 figures plus.
They don't make great. What Briana's making right now.
I get that, but I'm thinking Briana knew what she wanted to be, and he talked her out of doing that.
Well, when you go become someone's wife, what do you think that is? If you say, okay, I see this man who's capable, but I like being a nurse. So say this man said we need to move here. Well, I'm gonna stay here and be a nurse. You have to understand, relationship is the most important thing that you're going to have. Your legacy is linked to that. When we become career oriented, we put careers over our family. That is not the way to be.
As a man. But as a woman, and see, this is where...
No, the woman put career over her family. She said, I want to be a nurse. This is what I want to do. She married a man and then told him what type of job she wanted to do.
See, this is where we disagree now. This is where we disagree.
Well, listen, if you trust a man and you see this man is capable for you, if he's a man, why would you marry him and then say, I want to leave my job? I don't actually truly want to trust you.
I don't think that has anything to do with trust. We're all like,
individual.
What we contribute to this world, right, is a part of our being. If we're not contributing to the world in a way in which we feel that our higher power has called us to do as women, as mothers, as husbands, you know what I'm saying, as fathers, I mean, it's kind of like you almost don't want to live. Like I believe 80% of the depression, when people are depressed or when they have things going on, that is directly linked to them not being or doing.
He's contradicting himself. Tell her what? Yeah. Listen, he's contradicting himself, right? He's saying that she wanted to use him to build her platform, but he's saying she was forced into being a content creator, okay? Because he said she came into the relationship because she wanted to use him to build her platform, but yet he says she really wanted to be a nurse, but she was forced into content creation because that's what he wanted her to do videos. So he is definitely contradicting himself big time, okay? Big time.
What it is that they want to do. And I think Briana was inadvertently put into a position to make a choice. She wasn't ready for the amount of publicity that she got, because look what happened. This is nobody's fault but Robert's fault.
Absolutely.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely, because he's the man with the plan.
What's fault?
It's Robert's fault. And I say this, okay, what do you do? What did you do for a living before you met your husband? I just want to ask you.
Well, I met him. I was in high school.
You was in high school.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
so that just means her head all screwed up. Poor Jamie. Jamie said she met Kevin in high school. That's all she know. Lord, Jamie just gone with the wind. Fabulous, honey. I ain't no hope for Jamie whatsoever. I mean, whatsoever. Jamie can't even be saved at this point. She met that man in high school and been with him for over 20 years. She believed whatever he believes. You hear me? Child, Jamie, ooh, Jesus, child. That's years of just trauma. It ain't no way. Jamie cannot be, she might as well stay right on there, honey. Ain't shit she could do. She lost in the sauce forever, honey. Whatever Kevin says, she gonna believe. Damn. I just felt that when she said I met him in high school. Ain't no talking to Jamie, honey. I promise you it ain't no talking to Jamie.
What did you do before you met your husband?
I was in the banking industry, basically.
Okay. So you did that. I'm sure is that something that was that ever your dream job to be a banker? Okay. What was your dream?
Honestly, to do what I do now.
Okay.
So, I always wanted to teach in some shape, form, or fashion. Okay. But I didn't know what that was going to look like. And I didn't have it figured out. So I was working in the meantime.
But you knew in your heart, like what you were called to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Before your husband entered the picture.
Absolutely.
Right. So that's what I'm talking about. Briana knew what she was called to do, which was nurse. Nurses are seen, not heard. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And for him, and this is where, and I'm not going to call him a narcissist. I'm just saying it's narcissistic traits when you don't take responsibility to see Absolutely. How you've contributed to the breakdown of your marriage. Because your wife was trying to go one way. And that could have worked with you still doing what you're doing and her being a nurse. Then guess what? Your entire bag would have been protected, because now you got two people that are in the limelight, one that doesn't have experience dealing with social media and all the backlash and then all the good, all the praises, and then she's reading comments of how great her husband is, and she's reading comments of how much he's disrespecting you, and she's taking this all in at the guidance of her husband. Like, she wouldn't have been in this had it would have not been for him.
Bam, 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 bam. She wouldn't be on social media in the limelight had it not been for him putting that camera in her face. She always said she did not want that. She wanted to be a model. She wanted to dance in videos. She did not want social media. Social media. She didn't want that. He stuck a camera in her face. Period.
So that's why I'm asking
It's
him,
his fault.
as a husband, what are you going to do to fix this?
So let's do this.
She said, replay it, please. All right, I'm going to do it just for y'all. Hold on. Here we go.
With you still doing what you're doing and her being a nurse, then guess what? Your entire bag would have been protected, because now you got two people that are in the limelight, one that doesn't have experience dealing with social media and all the backlash and then all the good, all the praises, and then she's reading comments of how great her husband is, and she's reading comments of how much he's disrespecting you, and she's taking this all in at the guidance of her husband. Mm-hmm. Like, she wouldn't have been in this had it would have not been for him. So that's why I'm asking him, as a husband, what are you going to do to fix this?
So let's do this. If you go, I don't know how long you've been following her or what all you've seen.
I just had to go back and do my homework on probably like a year, maybe two.
Okay, well, there's videos where they've just gotten married. I think it was right at 6 years ago. She was working at Best Buy. She wasn't even in nursing. Okay. She went to school for nursing, and where she was living, she was a nurse. So she left that to move to be closer to Robert. Okay, because he married her, of course. Okay. She went and worked at Best Buy, and the nursing thing seemed like a means to an end, not a dream. You see what I'm saying? So
now he's trying to backpedal. First he said she wanted to be a nurse. Now he's saying but she really wasn't working in nursing. She was working at Best Buy. So now he's trying to backpedal the fact that she said she wanted to be a nurse. Okay.
Whenever he mentioned to her, it'd be better for the family if you don't put in all those hours, and she wasn't working at the time. He was saying that it'd be better that you don't go back to work. Okay, so I can help you create this whole thing where you don't have to go back to work. She wasn't completely against that in terms of that's not my dream. Okay, so it was what she was used to. So this is what I do. I do nursing. I went to school for this. I don't want to be done wasted my time. He's trying to show her there's another way. Okay. Now, you may say, well, everyone has their hopes and dreams, and I believe that 100%. If that was her thing where she says, okay, I want to be a nurse, then I wouldn't say it's his fault that she quit. I would say it's hers. Since we're going to do that,
Exactly. This man said that wasn't her dream. Do y'all hear Kevin talking as if he was Briana's wife? Excuse me, I'm talking. I meant husband. I really did mean husband. He said that wasn't her dream. Kevin act like he knew Briana better than Robert did. If that man just said that wasn't her dream, he literally, I just want to ask one question. Kevin, did you and Briana ever lay down together? Just please tell us the truth. Because Kevin, something ain't right. You literally just said that wasn't her dream. Robert, why does your brother know more about your wife than you do? Why does your brother know what was Briana's dream or not? Okay?
You could just simply say, no, I'm not quitting. It's that simple. No, not because he didn't put a gun to her head.
Okay, so now she has a right to say, no, I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to quit my job. Where before, what did he say? She married him and then tried to tell him what she wanted to be. She married. See, he contradicts himself because he's like, she married him and then would tell him what she want to be. But now he's saying, oh, she didn't have to quit. He didn't put no gun to her head and make her quit. Kevin he don't even realize that he's tripping up over his own words. Okay.
Asked her to quit because he had a better idea. That's what a loving husband would try to do. He's not trying to kill her dreams. He said, I got something even better for our family. We can both be home with our children full time and make more money than you ever thought. And they did that.
He used Briana for her face. Her face card did not decline. He felt like, you know, because I'm going to tell y'all something, beauty sells. Let's just be honest. We say drama sells and beauty sells. You can be beautiful and dumb down a box of rocks and still be successful, baby. You hear me? Because beauty sells and so does drama. Beauty or drama, which one you want? Beauty or drama, they both sell, okay? He used Briana for her beautiful face. He knew that it would get likes, follows, shares, comments, so forth and so on. And it still will, despite what anybody say, people will still watch Briana. She's a easy on the eye look. A lot of people don't like, I'm gonna be honest, like Netta, if you watch Netta, you're strictly watching for the comedy, the drama. You're definitely not watching Netta and Charles because they a good-looking couple. Absolutely not, okay? For the drama only, all right? Period. Briana will still get views because her card will not decline.
Expense of their family.
At the expense of her. So
and that's what, and Robert don't realize the reason why they was watching them was because of Briana, not him. Well, nobody checking for Robert for his looks. Y'all, let's just call it what it is. No one was checking for Robert for his looks.
Watch this. This 6-year-old video, she was online mad then because people was commenting saying that she was using him. I work at Best Buy. I don't need him. If he left me, I'll be fine without him. One person commented and she's on a video talking junk about him. This is how easily she is to be fueled.
Red flag that
now, hang on, now watch this. Even on this video, her own fans are saying, calm down, Briana. It's not that serious. Calm down. She's like, no, I'm gonna do this. So her own fans are trying to calm her down off of one woman commenting something that she didn't like. It turned into a whole charade about him. This woman is.
If I was the sister wives, I would ask him, why do you know so much about this? Was you watching her like that? Like, did you keep up with everything that she did? Like, what the hell did her saliva taste like at this point? Like, damn, dude, did you sleep with her? Because he know a whole lot about her.
She's an emotional terrorist. She needs anger management. When she is mad, she does not know how to control it. This is what he was.
How did he know? How does he know this? Where is Kevin getting this information from? I'm beginning to believe that Kevin had a secret camera hidden in their home. It had to be. Did he have a room tapped?
Dealing with a lot of the things that she was upset about, I actually agreed with her about. When they would call me about certain things, most of the time I was agreeing with her on the issue. So
okay, so if he was agreeing with Briana, then why she the emotional terrorist? Why she the narcissist? Why she the wrong one? Why she is the horrible one? Why she this? Why she that? And the brother, no accountability is needed. But he was agreeing with her. Do y'all not hear this? Is it just me? Please tell me if it's me. If it's me, let me know. He's contradicting himself along the way. This man, like, I literally agree with her, but she's the terrorist. She's the manipulator. She's the gaslighter. She's the narcissist. She did this wrong. She did that wrong. He was right. He don't need no accountability. What, Kevin?
Would 100% understand that there were things he could have done better as a husband in understanding his wife. The way she handled being upset, it ain't nothing a man want to be around. People will get upset. People will have their feelings hurt. They'll be let down.
But if he agreed with her, then obviously it was whatever she was getting upset about. He just said he agreed with her. Right?
If they came home and say they brought me food and I didn't like the food, if I got up and hit them, wouldn't you say that's not right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's
all right, but if I just didn't like the food, that's okay, right?
Right.
Okay, so having an issue is not the problem. It's how they're handling it.
Right.
So she takes to social media to say he beat on me. over an argument. He did not beat on her.
She never even said that that man beat on her over an argument. I would pay $500 if Kevin can find a video when she first came out saying, let me get rid of this person right here. Let me get rid of this person. There you go. All right. Sometimes you don't need to say that. You just need to get rid of people. Okay. Anyway, when she came out, she said abuse is real, y'all. She said abuse is real, and she deleted the video. Now, all of a sudden, he's saying she came out talking about he beat on me. She did not say that. She did not say that at all. Okay. Actually, the first time we ever heard about something physically happening to her was from Ayana. Okay, Ayana.
She said he had a gun. He did not have a gun. She said he was following her. He was not following her. This woman is a liar. And now here you are. You're right here. You're like, okay.
As if the brother's not a liar. Kevin, and you are too, boo.
What is she going through? No. What is he going? He's sitting here right now. Hang on. He's sitting right now. She's on the phone with the police. Now, as a black man, you already know what that's right. Like, right?
I know.
So we could die, but she don't care. She gonna call and say he hit me and he got a gun. He could lose his life. He got 2 daughters. Well,
he did hit her. He hit upside the head with the tote. He did. He hit upside the head with the damn tote. But they was tussling. They was having an argument and a tussle. Kevin,
biological daughters that could be taken. They could be taken from him in an instant. He could go to jail. He could lose his freedom. He could lose his reputation. She doesn't care. It's only the heat of the moment, and I'm mad. So this ain't the first time she's done it. Years ago, I hated her. I wouldn't even talk to her because she called the police on him, and he told me about it. He wished he wouldn't have told me because I just got mad. I said, she did what to you?
Kevin got mad because she wouldn't let him come over to the house with his side chick. I'm sorry. His second wife. That's why Kevin got upset, okay? He's trying to pretend it was because of something else. It was because Briana said you can't bring Lacey over to my house.
He had me on speakerphone whenever he was telling me what she did to him.
You're shaking.
Yeah, just the anger, the rage, the fear.
Why is he so angry over his brother's relationship? Somebody please answer that. Tasha K just said, you're shaking. You're shaking because he's so bothered, so wrapped up and bothered by his husband, by his brother's wife.
They can tell you, I was scared for my brother. I was tossing and turning in my sleep because he didn't leave her then. She called the police and said he hit her when he didn't. Like, those police could have came in there, guns low.
How does Kevin know he didn't hit her? He didn't hit her. How does Kevin know? Kevin act like he was there.
And he's lucky they said, let me just check the place. He had a little weed in the drawer and got put on.
Little weed. You see how he minimizes anything that shows Robert in a bad light, he minimizes it. He had a little weed. He had a little weed.
On probation. For 2 years, couldn't leave the state, couldn't do his music, couldn't do anything. He stayed with her then. I said, you should have left then. She's called the police at least 4 times since then. Here's what he did wrong. He got all those calls recorded. He should have played them instantly. He let this thing ride all the way out to where it looks like he's in cahoots. Like, it almost looks like it's fake. He had the video of her fake crying the whole time. As soon as she went live and said that she was beating him, that he was beating her, he should have just played that.
Fake crying. She was on the bed, fake crying. Her hand was fractured and she was fake crying. Child, please.
But he's stuck on this thing where I'm trying to protect my family. Now he's lost his daughter, his oldest daughter, because she believes what Briana is saying. So if he had just been honest and upfront about what she was doing to him from the beginning, maybe he could have saved that. But all this, I'm trying to protect my family. That's what ruined him. And I told him, I said, you should protect yourself with the same intensity that someone is trying to destroy you. Absolutely. If she say you beat on her, don't say, well, it was just a prank. Don't say that. Show the real thing. And since she did that, let's do that. You know you're innocent. Handle it like you're innocent.
I just feel that there were red flags way before social media came into the picture.
Yes, they were.
Okay. And
the 3 kids was a red flag.
And just the way she responded in general to even dating someone who was in the limelight. And then he turns around and talks her into being in the limelight, knowing that she's emotionally unstable and not ready for it.
And I'm sorry to cut you off there.
Through the DM.
They met through the DM,
right?
On video vixen type stuff. So she was doing videos with one guy already. You can look it up. They have videos.
I saw that. Yeah.
So this person who says she wants to be a nurse is dressing half naked to drive across town to get in somebody's video. It seems like she wants to be in somebody's video. It seems like that's what she wants.
It's like, that's what I'm talking about. Robert has to take full responsibility and aesthetically going after someone based on how she looks, because she's a very beautiful woman, right? And just ignoring the red flags because you want someone that looks good beside you.
You absolutely should. And this is why I said it. What I disagree with you on was asking him on a public forum what he did wrong. Because when a relationship ends, okay, and if they had just said we're getting a divorce, and this was handled like mature adults, we wouldn't have a right to ask them, what did you do and what did you do? So this person said that he abused me, and it wasn't nuanced, it wasn't ambiguous. I mean, it was physical abuse. That's how she was making it, and I know this because
That's not how she was making it. She actually downplayed it and retracted, and not retracted, but like downplayed it. Like, I said, it was more mental and emotional than physical. Okay.
I commented on it. I commented on my page. I've never known my brother to hit a woman. I made it clear, hit a woman.
I don't see.
He's not around his brother all the time, though.
That coming from Robert as well.
Right.
Just coming into contact with him.
Right.
But he is very self-absorbed.
But watch this though. I want you to see this, okay? So I typed in, he does not hit women. I've never heard of this.
Yeah.
She made a video and said, you don't live with him. You don't know him like I know him, right? And then I made another video saying, if someone says someone hits them and don't say what they did, ignore it. They're lying. Because if someone was truly victimized, they'll say exactly what happened. She never said what happened, just he hit me. So she saw this video, and that's when she made her video giving the details of what she went through. And what she went through was what he went through. Now, he wanted her to come in and clean. He wanted some affection. She didn't want to do that. He shouldn't have went to her saying about the joking about love and hip hop. I'm gonna go outside the relationship. And I told him, you're wrong for that. You should have never joked like that.
Yeah.
But then she wants to go through his phone. She couldn't take no for an answer. So she proceeds to wrestle him for his phone. But she says, we're wrestling. No, you're wrestling. He's standing there, you're trying to take his phone. You're wrestling him for his phone and can't get it.
So Kevin is trying, you see how he's downplaying anything that his brother did? He just said his brother wasn't wrestling Briana for the phone, that Briana was wrestling him trying to get the phone. Briana had the phone is what he don't understand. Briana was looking through the phone and was texting the person back. He wrestled Briana to get his phone back. And I know this shit is old, but it's just the fact that when you listen to Kevin, if you don't realize manipulation and gaslighting, you will miss it, okay? You would totally miss it. He just said his brother wasn't wrestling with Briana. He said Briana was wrestling with him. Briana already had the phone. Remember? She had texted the girl back and said, stop texting my husband or something like that, right? He came out the bathroom and saw her with the phone and went ham. He was wrestling to get the phone out of Briana's hand. Kevin has so many inconsistencies in this interview. So many.
He went through. Now, he wanted her to come in and clean. He wanted some affection. She didn't want to do that. He shouldn't have went to her saying about the joking about love and hip hop. I'm gonna go outside the relationship. And I told him, you're wrong for that. You should have never joked like that.
Yeah.
But then she wants to go through his phone. She couldn't take no for an answer. So she proceeds to wrestle him for his phone. But she says, we're wrestling. No, you're wrestling. He's standing there, you're trying to take his phone.
Kevin, you must have got the wrong memo. The man said he left his phone on the bed and went in the bathroom. And when he said he noticed it was quiet, he came out and saw her with the phone. Kevin is misinformation so much. Jesus.
You're wrestling him for his phone and can't get it. When she couldn't get it, she went and got mace. Came back out, grab this laptop. Like if you approach me for this laptop, I'm going to mace you. If this was the other way around, a man was doing this to a woman, we wouldn't even be sitting here having this conversation. We wouldn't be. But she maced him. He's swinging a pillow to keep the mace from hitting him. But she's saying, oh, he's abusing me with a pillow. Anyway, once it all comes down to it, I never said it was physical. I said it was verbal. You clearly said it was physical. But then she went back to saying it was physical again, even after that. Think about this. She got angry, called me gay, right? Right after that, she says, I'm sorry for calling you gay. And then right after that, she went right back to calling me gay again. This is what I'm saying. And this is what he would always say. Dude, she will apologize. Because I called him, bro, she's saying she's sorry. Why don't you build with her, give her another chance? And I said that this time, this recent time, he said, man, she's lying. After that phone call, when she called me, I recorded it. I called him and said, bro, I let him hear it. He said, nah, she's lying. She'll apologize. And when I go back home, she'll treat me the same way. And I said, bro, it's never happened to this degree. Her reading those comments, you don't think that she will have grown from making this mistake? He said, absolutely not. And he was right. Because the next day she was back online saying his penis was little, he was broke, he was all this. So a person will apologize. That should mean they realize they're wrong, right? If they'll redo that thing to you again, are they sorry for their behavior? See, think about this. Kevin, you're gay. Absolutely not gay. But you
see, he had to put his own personal thing in there. You understand what I'm saying? This is a personal thing for him. He's mad because Briana said he was gay. You understand what I'm saying? So he has this vendetta toward Briana for things that she said about him, and also that she wouldn't let him bring his side chick. I mean, you know, second wife, whatever. Y'all know in America there ain't no such thing, okay? But bring the other woman that he claims to be his second wife to the house. So he has a thing against Briana. I think he has a love-hate relationship for Briana, okay? Because y'all know he called her and asked her, can them two team up to take me down? I just thought it was hilarious. I digress.
You're saying that why? Because I asked you about this abuse thing. Changing the subject, number one. But I'm sorry for saying that. Then as soon as she gets mad at my brother, go suck your brother thing. That's what she told him. Now she's online saying he's verbally abusing me.
No, Kevin, I think she told you to go suck your brother thing or something like that, right?
But what we see is her verbally abusing him. We've never seen a video of him say, you're this and you that, and you this and you that, and your coochie stink, and this and this and that, and you got.
This must have been before she released all them verbally abusive videos. When can anybody tell me the date that this interview happened? Because he said we've never seen video footage of Robert verbally abusing her. So maybe that's why Briana released all those videos showing that Robert called her 13 bitches and said my stupid AB and all this other stuff, honey, because the verbal abuse was on high when it came to Robert, honey. Robert's mouth was reckless, baby. You hear me? Child, do anybody know when this was? The time frame?
Bro, he was all of this. So a person will apologize. That should mean they realize they're wrong, right?
It was in 2003, like early part of 2003. Do anybody know the month?
But if they'll redo that thing to you again,
okay, May 2003. Thank you, baby. I appreciate it.
They sorry for their behavior. See, think about this.
So May 2003, they got a divorce. I mean, well, they filed for the divorce in December, January, February, March, April, May. So 5 months later, and he claims that his brother was not verbally abusive. And then all of a sudden, all the videos of him cussing up and down. But weren't them videos out before then? I could have sworn them videos was out before then. Let me keep listening.
Kevin, you're gay. Absolutely not gay. But you're saying that why? Because I asked you about this abuse thing. You're changing the subject, number one. But I'm sorry for saying that. Then as soon as she gets mad at my brother again, go suck your brother's thing. That's what she told him. Now she's online saying he's verbally abusing me. But what we see is her verbally abusing him. We've never seen a video of him say, you're this and you that, and you this and you that, and your coochie stink, and this and this and that, and you got a fake body. And he could do that. He could very well do that, but he didn't. She's doing that. And why did he do that? Because he posted a picture of himself in underwear. So a narcissist thinks they have a right to punish you. So he posted a picture of himself in underwear. She says, oh, you the one that posted that picture. Don't be mad now because I said you got to buy in because people are asking me if you were growing out of show. Don't be mad at me. Like, if a man was saying, don't be mad at me because you posted a picture of you in a bathing suit and everybody asking me, is it real or it fake? Yeah, that's fake.
And watch, he about to come out and tell everybody that Briana ass is fake because he's so invested, okay? He couldn't wait to tell the world that Briana got a fake ass and fake titties, just like Valencia, honey, because Valencia got fake ass and titties in 2008. Anyway, this ain't about her today. That's tomorrow. Anyway, let's continue.
I remember carrying you back from the place. And you was laying on your stomach crying.
No, you can't spill that wine now. Come on.
No. As a man, if you want to...
That's a whole bitch. Don't no man that ain't even his wife, his girlfriend, or nothing. Don't no man gossip like that. You hear me? This man that has absolutely, well, I hope, child, I don't know what they had going on, but I'm assuming that he never slept with Briana. But he knew that Briana had surgery and he couldn't wait to go on Tasha K to tell everybody. She said the interview was January 23rd, 2023 or more. Okay, damn. Somebody said April or May. Thank you, Lampo. I didn't know that. Appreciate that date. So a month after the divorce was filed, or he just sat there and told everybody that Briana's body is fake. Women, you know. Women do that. Men don't do that type of stuff. That's gossip type stuff. He did a woman thing. That was a woman thing, Kevin, that you did, honey. Kevin literally just said, yeah, it's fake. It's fake. It's fake. I'm going to tell you. It's fake. Now, Briana probably would have told everybody that she had the butt job and the titty job, but Robert is the one that didn't want nobody to know that she had the butt job and the titty job. And if y'all don't believe me, go back to the interview where the man asked, how many surgeries have you had? And she looked up at her husband as if, do you want me to tell him? And she said, well, I just had my breast done, because her husband only wanted people to know that she had her breast done, because I guess it's an embarrassment for your wife to go get her ass done. But I'm telling you, I'm going down to the Dominican Republic next month and get my ass injected with some stuff, okay? So don't be afraid when y'all come back and see me looking like bam, 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 okay? All right, anyway, I digress.
To do that, okay?
Okay, look at you.
Now, look. Watch this. Because it's easy and it's acceptable in the world for a woman to come at a man. You're small, you were broke. And you were
Kevin was wrong, and that's why they tore his ass up in them comments, man. I tell you, we gonna read them, y'all. We gonna read them. We gonna read them comments. They tore his ass out the frame, baby, because y'all know y'all had a whole bunch of BBLs in them comments. Read this shit. They tore his ass out the frame. Kevin, you should have been ashamed. I wouldn't have wanted Tasha K to release this shit either. You hear me? Kevin played himself so much in this video. He looked too invested, too involved in his brother's wife. He looked like a low-key stalker of Briana in this recording, this interview. This interview did not make Kevin look good at all. And that's why Kevin got up and did a whole rebuttal. Y'all, let me explain my interview with Tasha K. Tasha K promised that she wasn't going to release this video, but she did anyway. And I just want to explain. That's how I felt then, but I don't feel that way now. I was so invested in my brother's wife, and I helped tear it down. Okay, anyway, let's continue.
Hey, so they try to destroy this man. Okay, so watch this. What you gonna say to a man to completely, utterly destroy him? His penis is small, he's gay, or he's broke. These are the three main things you would dig into. So what would you say to a woman to destroy her? She can't get another man. Nobody will want you now. He did not do those things. So she completely came for his value in every step of the way. Now watch this. Nobody.
What do you mean by he did not do those things? He did do those things. He told her while they were married, ain't no other man gonna want you, and I'm the best thing that ever happened to you. You ain't shit. You got 3 kids, got 4 kids. Ain't no man gonna want you. You ain't shit. You a dog ass bitch, and blah, 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 blah. He told her down. Robert Hampton told her down. That's what a lot of women don't understand. Until you have been in that situation with a man that tear you down to the ground and make you feel like you ain't shit. When you didn't try over and over and over to prove that you are, and this man try to make you seem like you ain't shit, he ain't deserving of you. And that's why God removed that shit out of the way. Okay?
He's on the camera. Nobody's there with her. So she retaliates. These arguments they get into, and she seems to get really crazy. And we say, what is he doing to fuel her? Well, he ain't doing nothing to fuel her.
Kevin, y'all know that's a damn lie. Don't nobody just get in an argument. Y'all. How many people, raise your hand if you just argue with your husband and he ain't did a damn thing to you? Now I can see you arguing with him because you want some Peter Jeter. But Kevin just basically said Robert ain't did nothing to fuel the argument. Nothing. Briana, just go the fuck off. Go off just because. Raise your hand if you just go off on your husband and he ain't did nothing to you. Nothing to you. Nothing to you.
She just on live. She is a little bitty square phone in front of her. And she just standing in front of it talking shit. Who made her mad this time? This woman, when I try to tell you guys, like, you have to understand who this person is. And then it exposed a lot of things that my brother can work on. But I can tell you this, if he had any type of woman, like what I have, we wouldn't be sitting here today. Those
He said if Briana was like his wives, they wouldn't be sitting there today. The only thing his wives do is nod and rock. Let's have some wine. Can I eat the cookie? Can I have cake? Can I use the bathroom? I'm surprised they ain't asked that man, can they go take a pee-pee break? Can I go use the bathroom, Kevin? Kevin, can I eat an apple? Kevin, can I drink some coffee? Kevin, can I put a little extra cream in my coffee? Just a little bit, not a whole lot. Y'all seen Momo the other night ask her daddy, can you please warm this up just a little bit, just a little bit? Honey, they got to ask permission and shit around them damn men. Can I have some wine? Can I go to bed now? Can I be excused? Oh my God.
issues surfaced on him because he did not know how to handle a woman like that. He's a good man. He'll take you and try to give you the world. And that's what that shows.
He said he can't handle a woman like that, like Briana. He can't handle a woman like that. But he can handle spending her money. He spent her money for 2-3 years when he was a house mom, a mom, dad. He handled her money, but he can't handle her. Okay. He can't handle her glow up is what he couldn't handle. That's what it was. He couldn't handle that glow up. He thought she would always need him. I will always need you. You, darling, you. I will always need you.
Even if you have kids.
I feel like black men, and especially in the United States.
So if he's a narcissist, I'll tell you what, a lot of women would take that. He gonna come into my life, give me the world. This narcissist is gonna give me the world, make my life totally different.
Raise your hand if you agree with him. If Robert is a narcissist, as long as he come in your life and pay bills and take care of you for the first 2-3 years, that you would deal with that. Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you would deal with a narcissist as long as he's taking care of you and your 3 kids. Raise your hand. Now, I know some people will raise their hand, but I think it would be across the hall, down the street, across the hall, and out the trash can.
Love my children, be a father to my children, even though their father isn't a father to their children. If the man I laid down and had children with was not there for my children, it would break my heart because I know my children's heart was broken.
But yet he tells him to write Desharia off. Y'all heard? I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna play a little bit more, and then I'm gonna close out with this, and we're gonna talk a little bit. I want to be honest with y'all, okay? Because I'm gonna tell you what Kevin is doing. I have to be honest with y'all, and I gotta tell you what Kevin is doing. Let's listen to a few more minutes, and then we're gonna talk about it. We'll pick this back up tomorrow because we're not about to do no 4-hour live, and I do not want to get off without telling y'all what Kevin is doing. Okay? Let's listen to some more.
So I would love a man who came in and gave my children something that he don't have to give them. I wouldn't criticize him. I wouldn't judge him. I wouldn't keep telling him what he wasn't doing for me. I would see the value in him. So the stuff that he has to keep saying.
You know, I'm sorry, because this is not normal. You don't be in a marriage and don't ever criticize your spouse. Your spouse gonna criticize you. You're gonna criticize your spouse. That's normal, right? That's normal conversation. You know, for him to sit here and say, like, you don't criticize a man that took care of your kids and provided for you and this, that, and the other. You don't. So that tells me that those women are living a lie. They cannot, because criticism, constructive criticism actually help you grow. You do understand that, right? The fact that Kevin seemed to think that because if the man comes in and do this for you and do that for you and do this for you, that you should not be able to criticize nothing that he's doing. And that's just bullshit, you guys. I hope nobody believe that, but I'm here to say, I believe that that's how he has his wives trained. I guarantee you they got so much shit in them. They probably need to come sit on my couch. They got so much shit in them that they can't even get out of them because they have been taught that it's wrong to criticize, to express their true ass feelings about what they feel like they're lacking or, you know, just not getting or getting too much of. Because I guarantee you he criticized them. It's normal in a relationship. It's normal in a relationship to tell your spouse, I don't like when you do this. I don't like when you say that. I don't like when you look at me like that. I don't like when I ask you something and you ignore me. I don't like the way we handle this. That's normal. That's called real life, normal as relationship shit. That's relationship. That's communication. How would you know to do things differently and make changes if you're not being told by your spouse that they don't like the way you do this, they don't like the way you do that? This man thinks that you just supposed to don't criticize ever. Like, seriously, come on, Kevin.
To prove his value, she should be recognizing on her own. Any person in that situation should have saw that man's value. With no kids, you should have saw that man's value.
He said Robert shouldn't have to prove that he was valuable, that Briana should have saw that Robert was valuable on her own. What made him valuable? You know, Kevin act like Robert was rich or some shit. We seen the tax return. Robert was making $60,000 a year in 2016. That ain't rich. It's single parents that make more money. My daddy was making $60,000 a year when I was a kid working at a Callaway chemical company. He was making $60,000 a year when I was in my teenage years. So 2016, $60,000 ain't rich, baby. You hear me? Because if he was rich in 2016, then we was fucking filthy ass, wealthy ass rich. You hear me? What?
And see, that's where I kind of disagree. Because men, especially black men, y'all aesthetically.
Kevin don't like when somebody disagree. Look how he unturned that damn water bottle, boy. He like, you disagree with me? In front of my wives? They're not allowed to disagree with me.
Go after women who you know and ignore what they could possibly come with. Like, he knew all of that meeting Briana through the DM. He knew all of that when she came and she was a video vixen. He knew all of that the moment he took her from the DM into the house. He knew all of that the moment she started responding negatively to his fans, and that's how he makes his money. He knew all.
Because he told her to. He told her to argue back with them because it brings traction to your page. The fuck?
Of that the entire time and constantly reminded her, I'm doing this for you. You would not be anywhere without me.
And he's only saying that so she will treat him nicer and see his value.
But that's not how you get anybody to treat you nice. Like, oh, look what. Let me ask you.
He's only telling her she ain't shit so she can treat him nicer. She only told him, this man, Kevin, like, he only told her these negative, nasty things about her just to get her to treat him nicer. He just told her she wasn't shit and she ain't gonna be shit without me just to get her to treat me nicer. What?
Good question. if a man came to you and said, you should be thankful that I'm here for your children.
Girl, y'all better listen to what Jamie about to say, honey. This took me all the way out. Jamie, child, y'all better listen to Jamie. Take y'all a sip right quick before Jamie answers, okay? Everybody just take a sip. Let me take me some water, honey. Take a sip or whatever the hell you drinking on, because Jamie is about to come out her mouth with some shit, okay? Did y'all drink y'all some water? Now listen, Tasha is asking her if a man come out of his mouth and say, you won't be shit without me and this, that, and the other. Let me take it back a little bit, okay? Just a little bit, just a little bit. I want y'all to hear what Jamie got to say. Look how Jamie looking in the first place. Look how Jamie looking, y'all. Look, okay, here we go.
When it's for you, you would not be anywhere without me.
And he's only saying that so she will treat him nicer and see his value.
But that's not how you get anybody to treat you nice. Like, oh, look what... Let me ask you a question. Mm-hmm. If a man came to you and said, you should be thankful that I'm here for your children. You should be thankful that you live in a good life. You know? You should be thankful for all this. Do you take that as him truly appreciating you, although the action alone is enough? Or do you feel like he's throwing that in your face or saying that it could have been... Like you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for me.
Now let me just stop right here. Jamie's gonna respond, but you best believe Kevin and I already told Jamie that. Kevin and I already told her you ain't shit without me.
Like, do you see that as genuine?
Yeah, I would say it depends on what I did previously.
Okay.
Because I'm like, I would only, I guess, feel like I would hear those words if I'm not doing my part.
Okay.
Like saying, if I'm not holding up myself, being the wife, being the mother, taking care of my responsibility, my role, then I would expect to hear somebody be like, listen, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and I'm doing this. Like a reminder. It's like we're a team.
But he married someone.
Did y'all hear that shit? She expects to hear that from her man. She expects to hear that. She said, if I wasn't doing my part, I expect a man to tell me I ain't shit and that you wouldn't be shit without me. That I'm doing this for you and I'm doing that for you and I'm doing this for you. That's because she's heard it before. She's heard it all before from Kevin. He's told her that, and that's why Kevin was looking at her. And you heard her say, for a reminder. For a reminder, I'm the reason why you're here. I'm the reason I do this for you. I do that for you. She said, yes, I expect to hear it as a reminder because she didn't heard it as a plenty reminders. Okay, let's go back a little bit. Look how Kevin looking at her like, please don't let the cat out the bag. Don't tell her I just told you that yesterday.
He's throwing that in your face or saying that it could have been, you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for me. Like, you see that as genuine?
Yeah, I would say it depends on what I did previously.
Okay.
Because I'm like, I would only, I guess, feel like I would hear those words if I'm not doing my part.
Okay.
Like saying, if I'm not holding up myself, being the wife, being the mother, taking care of my responsibility, my role, then I would expect to hear somebody be like, listen, I'm doing this and I'm doing that and I'm doing this. Like a reminder. It's like we're a team.
But he married someone that obviously didn't believe in a lot of the things that he didn't believe in, because he said for himself, he didn't believe in marriage.
He didn't vet correctly. He didn't believe in marriage. That's a bad, he didn't want marriage. He didn't see marriage. He didn't believe in love. All that's ambiguous stuff. The man got married. He fell in love. He got married when he fell in love. He didn't believe in love till he felt love. So when he did, he didn't hesitate. Man, listen, okay, a lot of men would have rolled that thing all the way out and never married that woman, even if they did care about her. He didn't play about it. He married this woman inside of 3 months. Now, we would say salute to a man for dating with reason, for not playing this woman. You showed her a different way, and she didn't have any good faith. She brought 3 kids into a relationship, and you didn't sit here and judge her and say, wait a second, you got a lot with you. Instead, he took her on good faith. But she came in this thing with no good faith. He has to prove himself to her. And whenever she comes down on him, he has to say to her, yo, I'm doing all of this. You should be grateful. Now watch this. Shouldn't she be thankful? I'm there for your children. You should be thankful. What's in
I would never marry a man like that. I don't give a damn. I would be single on an island by myself, honey, because I refuse to be with a man that's going to sit here and tell me you should be grateful. You should be thankful. Did y'all hear this? He said, well, shouldn't she? He married her with 3 kids. Shouldn't she? Honey, if y'all got 3 kids, just stay single, honey, because y'all might run across y'all a Kevin or a Robert, okay? That's why they was eating his ass up in them damn comments. I'm telling y'all, these women was eating them up, okay? You should be grateful. You should be grateful. You should be. Shouldn't she? Oh, upper child, you ain't never getting married, honey, because you got baggage, child.
When she came and she was a video vixen.
Wait a minute.
He knew all of that.
why? He's a negative mind.
Let me go back.
With reason for not playing this woman. So you showed her a different way.
Hold on. Let me go back.
I would expect to hear somebody be like, listen, I'm doing this and I'm doing that and I'm doing this. Like a reminder. It's like we're a team.
But he married someone that obviously didn't believe in a lot of the things that he didn't believe in, because he said for himself, he didn't believe in marriage.
Sure, he didn't vet correctly. He didn't believe in marriage. That's a bad. He didn't want marriage. He didn't see marriage. He didn't believe in love. All that's ambiguous stuff. The man got married. He fell in love. He got married when he fell in love. He didn't believe in love till he felt love. So when he did, he didn't hesitate. Man, listen, okay, a lot of
he didn't love Briana. He saw a pretty face and an opportunity. Let's just be honest. A pretty face and a pretty girl interested in him, because Robert wasn't all that easy on the eyes. I don't give a damn. Don't let me put the picture up, y'all. But Robert wasn't easy on the eyes. And, you know, when she first met him, and he was shocked and surprised that he would get a woman that looked even half as decent as Briana, you know?
Man would have rolled that thing all the way out and never married that woman, even if they did care about her. He didn't play about it. He married this woman inside of 3 months. Now, we would say salute to a man for dating with reason, for not playing this woman. So you showed her a different way, and she didn't have any.
No, she said, I ain't moving to Atlanta with you unless you put a ring on it, boo. I ain't moving unless you put a ring on it. And he wanted her there, so he put a ring on it.
Be good faith. She brought 3 kids into a relationship, and you didn't sit here and judge her and say, wait a second, you got a lot with you. Instead, he took her on good faith. But she came in this thing with no good faith. Now, he has to prove himself to her. And whenever she comes down on him, he has to say to her, yo, I'm doing all of this. You should be grateful. Now, watch this. Shouldn't she be thankful? I'm there for your children. You should be thankful. What's insulting? Watch this. He's there for her children. That's huge. Shouldn't she be thankful? Watch this.
He said, watch this, 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 watch this. But look, he said he's there for her children, as if like now that they're married, is not Robert kids, it's still her kids. Kevin has a warped sense about marriage, okay? He don't have no effing idea the dynamics of marriage whatsoever. I don't understand how in the world he got 2 women sitting there beside him, child. Them women are lost in the sauce, and I'm sorry, but it ain't no way that them women have a mind of their own. You hear me? They don't. Them women do not have a mind of their own at all. You hear me?
Watch this. I cook food for you. I put a lot into it. I try all these recipes to make the best meals for you. You should be thankful. Now, watch this. Babe.
Watch this. Watch this now. Watch this.
Why didn't you get that spot up? Why didn't you get that piece of thing up there? I go over here and just find something wrong. Why are you always trying to do that? Why are you coming here nitpicking to find something wrong? I've done this and I've done that. You didn't notice these things? I'm there for your children. I'm cleaning up behind your children, and you mad at me because I missed one thing? He get mad about that. What you say? Did you just throw up in my face that you was there? Come on. She's trying to reason with the brother. She's trying to tell him, you found something that I left. You think I intentionally left that? You think this is time for you to pick me apart about this thing I left? So now she's like, look, did you not notice all these other things that I'm doing? No, he didn't notice that. You know why? He has a negative mind. People, emotional terrorists, they are moody.
Who has a negative mind? Let's go back a little bit. Is he saying his brother have a negative mind, or does Briana have a negative mind? Let's go back a little bit, because this man all over the place to me. It's hard to follow him because his rationale is just delulu.
Shouldn't she be thankful? Watch this. Watch this. I cook food for you. I put a lot into it. I try all these recipes to make the best meals for you. You should be thankful. Now, watch this.
Here go Lacey nodding her head like she agree with that fraganaga bullshit.
Babe, why didn't you get that spot up? Why didn't you get that piece of thing up there? I go over here and just find something wrong. Why are you always trying to do that? Why are you coming here nitpicking to find something wrong? I've done this and I've done that. You notice these things? I'm there for your children. I'm cleaning up behind your children, and you mad at me because I missed one thing? He get mad about that. What you say? Did you just throw up in my face that you was there? Come on. She's trying to reason with the brother. She's trying to tell him, yeah, you found something that I left. You think I intentionally left that? You think this is time for you to pick me apart about this thing I left? So now she's like, look, did you not notice all these other things that I'm doing? No, he didn't notice that. You know why? He has a negative mind. People, emotional terrorists, they are moody for whatever reason. And women are more moody than men just because of your biology. So I often try to tell women, learn how to meditate.
It's hard to understand him at this point. I don't know if he's calling his brother an emotional terrorist or is he calling Briana an emotional terrorist, because he said he has a negative mind. Okay, thank you. He has a negative mind, right? So who is he saying is an emotional terrorist? Is he talking about Briana or is he talking about Robert? Somebody said he's the emotional. He tried to flip it around to make a point, but failed. Exactly. Somebody said, how are people requesting his counseling service? Child, I don't know, honey. They marriage fucked up if they are. I wouldn't want to be counseled by him at all, honey. I don't understand, because he don't even know the dynamics of marriage, child. He left his whole wife, Jamie, you know, the one that he met in high school, child, her mind gone, honey. Child, I feel so sorry for Jamie. I really don't, but like, I just,
The energy that you're feeling is not because somebody did something to you.
But men, y'all talk more shit than we do. And
okay.
I grew up in barbershops.
Watch this.
I grew up in barbershops.
Watch this.
Before we deal with that, watch this.
Y'all can say one thing and know how to emotionally terrorize us to set us off.
That statement has nothing to do with my brother, and we'll come back to that. You just went to what men do broadly at a barbershop. This is what I'm saying. I'm speaking specifically about this situation.
I grew up in barbershops, and men, y'all
hear stuff and make it something. So watch this. You should be thankful.
But if it's coming
you
from
said I should be thankful. You said, so watch this. She came to him with a bunch of complaints. You ain't doing this, you ain't doing that, you ain't doing this, you ain't doing that. That's the insults. This man wants peace. He's not getting peace. He's provided for you. He's there for your children. You come and all you're finding is the things he's not doing. That's why you're unhappy on the inside. So you have to find why you're not happy. And that gets projected on the person that you live with. If he was an emotional terrorist, it would all get projected onto her. Whatever she's doing wrong, whatever mood he has, he's going to put that on her. This is how people are. They're not positive minded.
But it doesn't sound like.
Okay. Okay. All right. We're going to have, okay. Where we at? Timestamp, my moderators, we at 51:11. Okay. 51:11. Okay. Now we're going to stop here, but let's just talk for a second. Okay. 51:11. Remember that. 51:11. 51:11. We're going to come back to this, but listen, y'all. The way Kevin so far from what we've heard, right? First of all, the way Kevin was so involved when he admitted out his own mouth that he's only been to their house one time in 6 years. One time in 6 years, right? Yeah, you talk to them on the phone, but how much can you gather from a person by talking to them on the phone? Can you really, really tell what type of person a person is by just talking to them on the phone, right? And we've heard him our own ears say that he agreed with Briana majority of the time. Okay. He said most of the time he agreed with his Briana. And he's even said that him and his brother don't really get along. He didn't say that on this interview, but he said on other interviews, this is just what we know, that him and his brother really don't get along. They don't agree on a lot of things, and they can't stay around each other for a long period of time because they'll start arguing and bumping heads. Have we not heard that? So the reason why I'm even saying this is because for him to go on Tasha K, right? I guess he called himself trying to do that for his brother, but he wanted Briana to look real, real bad and stuff or whatever. And it looked like the man was a bit invested. I'm talking about, oh my God, the man act like he lays down with Briana, like Briana was his wife. Now, my theory, this is a more we're talking about. He said Robert didn't know how to handle a woman like Briana. In my opinion, he's saying Robert don't deserve a woman like Briana. He did not want Robert. I'm going to assume that because Robert was semi-successful, we're talking Forest City, so $60,000 from somebody from Forest City is rich. That's $5 million. So we all need to just come to the grips and say Robert was rich. He was rich Forest City style. Okay. So $60,000 coming from Forest City. He was rich. All right. So it seems like Kevin, because Robert is the older brother, Robert made his siblings think that he had it going on more than they did. Okay. So because of that, Kevin, in my opinion, wanted one up on Robert. Okay. So now Kevin has the 2 wives and Robert has 0. He wanted Robert away from his wife. He even admitted on Tasha K that no reconciliation. He wanted her gone. He even said that he wished that Robert would have left her a long time ago. But what else that we missing? He also told Robert to do what? Write off his then 15-year-old daughter, who is now 16. He told Robert to write her off. What did he say? If I was you, I'd sign over the paperwork or I'd write her off. Basically get rid of his 16-year-old, okay? He's even said, and this is the reason why Robert went and got a blood test, because what? Kevin said, go test and see if she's really yours, okay? So Kevin has put in Robert's mind, even though Robert's the oldest, Robert is the oldest, Kevin is jealous of Robert, but Robert actually knows that Kevin is the smarter one, if you know what I mean. So Kevin is the one that put in Robert's mind to go and blood test Momo, and that is why Robert went and blood test Momo, okay? Everybody can see Momo look just like that Joker. But they do say if you feed them long enough, they start looking like you, right? So they both secretly competing against each other. That's what I'm trying to say. They are both secretly competing against each other. Kevin was jealous of Robert and Briana's relationship. They had money. They had came into money. Briana had started making $400,000 a year, right? Kevin was jealous of that. Robert is jealous of Kevin for having 2 wives. Okay? 2 wives. Kevin was jealous of Robert for having a nice looking wife and the bread. The family dynamic was looking pretty good. They was popular, getting around on social media, getting a lot of views and stuff like that. Kevin was jealous. Kevin basically told Robert, get rid of your family. Toss your family. I bet you Robert can't tell Kevin to get rid of his family. I bet you Robert didn't tell Kevin, don't go back to Jamie after 5 years. I bet you Robert can't tell Kevin to walk away from your oldest child if she's disrespectful to you. Because most parents don't walk away from their kids if they disrespectful. They parent them. They parent them. That's what they do. I didn't say they coddle them. I said they parent them. Walking away is not parents. But Kevin can tell this man, leave your wife. Don't get back with her. Don't reconcile. Leave your daughter. She's a liar. Write her off. Go blood test this one right here because she may not be yours. And Robert can do that because Kevin put it in his head. But Kevin will not do that if Robert said that to him. I'm telling y'all, they secretly competing against each other. Now, y'all can believe if you want you don't have to. It don't even matter. But I'm going to tell you, a brother that has your best interest, he said out his own mouth that his brother was balled up on the ground crying, right? Over the fail of the relationship or whatnot. And he said he just going to have to go through that pain. Now, most people that love you, they don't want to see you hurt like that. They say, dude, go to counseling. Because they said God gives us the desires of our heart. If he desired to be with Briana, then why didn't he work on it, right? That was the desire of his heart. He was crying. He wouldn't be up on the floor, balled up, crying if he didn't love her and want to be with her. But Kevin says, no, work through that pain, but don't go back to her. Don't go back to her. Even though my brother love her, don't go back to her. I want y'all to go to professional counseling, right? I want y'all to go to professional counseling. Y'all both love each other. Go to counseling and work on it together, right? Kevin did not give that advice. He says, what? Let your family go, man. Let her go. And then you can come over here for Thanksgiving and watch me with my family. You can come over here for Christmas and watch me unwrap gifts with my family. You can come over here for the 4th of July and cook out with us and watch us shoot fireworks with my family. You can come over here for Easter Sunday dinner and you can sit down and watch my family enjoy and eat for Sunday Easter dinner. He wanted his brother to see him and his family are happy because they worked through this shit. Kevin was separated for 5 years. You don't get separated for 5 years for no reason. No one separates for no reason. You don't wake up one day and say, you know what? Let me move out. I know we got kids and all, but I want to go and explore a little more. So let me just move out. I'll be back. Calm down. Going to move in with your mom and daddy. And let me go out here and sleep with a bunch of women and I'll be back. You don't do that for no reason. You don't walk away from your family and your children because he had kids. I want to say 2 or 3 at the time that he left Jamie and went to go do whatever the hell, be a guard tool for 5 years. I don't even believe if the truth would have said, man, you might as well just go on and divorce Jamie. I don't believe he would have done it. He didn't divorce Jamie because he didn't want to have to be responsible for paying Jamie child support. Now, that's just what I believe. That's what I believe. Anyway, honey, y'all, I'm here to tell y'all. We're going to come back on this one tomorrow. We're going to continue to break this down. But let me just, before we go, can I do one thing? Can I do one thing before we go? Can I do one thing? And then I'm going to do 2 things. I want to give a shout out to those that gave me coffees and super chats. But I also want to read a few of the comments that was in Tasha K live. I just want to read a few of these comments about the brothers because they were hilarious. Okay. So let me just read a few of these comments. That's all. I'm not going to read a whole lot. And then I want to give a shout out to those that, okay, so can I read a few comments? Do y'all mind? Do y'all mind? I got 700 people in here. Do y'all mind if I just read a few of these comments? We're going to come back and break the rest of it down tomorrow. I may even have to bump my Valencia to Wednesday. Because, honey, we got to talk about Valencia. Jesus. But let me just read some of these comments, okay? One young lady says, being successful has never fixed a broken person, but for a moment, then you are reminded again of your brokenness, okay? And I'm assuming she's saying that because Kevin seems to think that Robert didn't come into the relationship broken. He was successful. You understand what I'm saying? I'm assuming that's what it meant. It says, Kevin is so manipulative. Ain't no way I'm going to let a man keep over talking me on my own podcast. On my own podcast. So I guess she's saying that ain't no way that she said basically saying she would not have, if she was Tasha K, she would not have let him overtalk her on the podcast. And he did. You know what I mean? One young lady says, one wife rocking and the other wife nodding at everything. The foolery is real. Okay. Because they noticed Jamie doing this. Jamie was doing this the whole time, just a rocking. And here go Lacey. She just a nodding at every damn thing he say. Honey, child, please. Okay. Somebody said, he is exhausting. He talks so much. He's not even listening to understand. And he proved Tasha K's points so many times. And he did. He absolutely did. Somebody said, no matter what Tasha says, this man is going to disagree and try to flip it. Now, these are people that don't have nothing to do with this saga, this segment, talking about this shit, know about this couple or anything, okay? And this one lady said, to be honest, I'm not stopping my dream for no one. A partner or lover, husband or wife, significant other is supposed to support each other. Raise your hand if you agree with that, because I do. I do not believe just because you get married, you should take on whatever it is that your spouse wants you to do. No, you support each other's dreams. Raise your hand if you believe that or not. I agree with this young lady wholeheartedly. That's what you call supporting each other. You don't just, anyway, raise your hand if you agree with that. Another young lady said, Kevin took over the entire interview. Bro, you didn't even live in that house, and you can tell he is doing a lot of lying, and he is controlling. Do y'all hear me? These are not, I'm skipping over the comments that I recognize of the supporters of Briana or myself. I'm skipping over y'all's, because the reason being is because it's people that's outside of this little saga. They can see the writing on the wall. See, a lot of people think that they can't see the writing on the wall, and a lot of people is wondering why is Briana still getting support? Why is people going to listen to her more? Because everybody don't believe the bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? Another young lady said, the way these two women only speak when spoken to, and even at that, they seem to be very careful not to express any strong opinion, is very telling. Okay. All right. Another one said, okay, here's one. Both of them are to blame. They fed off each other in their toxic relationship. 3 months wasn't enough time to get to know someone, especially when you're coming into a relationship with baggage. Okay. I agree. Another one says, talked her into giving up her goals and becoming a public figure was a means of control. Both parties must be held accountable. Amen. Amen. Somebody said, this dude talked the whole entire interview without coming up for air. Okay. Another one said, Kevin act like Robert has done nothing wrong. Okay. Another one said, if this man is straight, I'll flip. She said, if this man is straight, I'll backflip in a wetsuit. Okay, listen, she was talking about Kevin. This is people that don't have nothing to do with the saga at all. Okay, I'm looking at the names. Here another one said, he talks and overtalks too much for me. Too much for me too. We wouldn't be able to have a decent conversation behind closed doors because he wouldn't even let me get out. Nobody want to talk to a man that just want to say, watch this, 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 watch this. No, watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this. No, watch this, 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 watch this. No, watch this, 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 watch this. Dude, when you gonna shut up and watch what they got to say? When you gonna listen to what they said? He don't care. When a person keep talking over you, that means they don't give a damn what you got to say. Communication is two ways. It's also shutting your damn mouth and listening. When you talk, they listen, and then when they talking, zip it. Listen. Jesus, right? Somebody said, this is exhausting to watch. You were on point about everything, but they watch this. But the watch this, That whole family will never take accountability for their action. One of them does some BS and the rest of them co-signed it. Amen. I agree. The whole family, all of them, all four of them do not know how to take accountability. All of them. I said that Dawn knew how to take accountability. I totally take that back because, honey, Dawn's still accusing Briana of drawing a wedge between her and her siblings. And she know that ain't nobody's fault but her and her siblings. But she need to blame somebody else to feel good. But, honey, that's a whole nother day. Another person said a narcissist, they're speaking up to clear the name of a fellow narcissist is beyond wild. So what she's saying is Kevin being a narcissist, coming on Tasha K's show to clear the name of another narcissist, his brother, is beyond wild. Okay, they ate him up. Another one said Kevin act like he lived in that house with them. Man, please. Okay. Another one said, when you think you're always the teacher, you are never willing to be the student. Kevin talked too much. Kevin talks at you, not to you. Amen, sister. Amen, sister. Amen. Kevin talks at you, not to you, period. Okay. Somebody said, I thought this interview was about him and his two wives. Why is he bashing Briana? Well, because he thinks that he's married to her. He thinks that was his wife. Okay. Somebody said, a man can never tell me what I can and can't do, talk about my looks, etc., to try to make me feel less than because he's hurt behind a few words, right? Another one said, sounds like he really loves his friend. I agree that they both contribute to the ending of their marriage. All right. One said, the wife that's sitting close to Tasha looks like she wants to scream, help me. Help me, please. Help. Somebody said, oh my God, this dude is victim blaming. He is. Absolutely. These are people that don't have nothing to do with no, oh, I'm on this side. I'm on this side. You on this side? If you on this side, then you can't take for this person and you can't go watch this person chat because we on this side. We on side. This is my side. Let's be on sides. This on sides. Somebody said Lacey looks lost. LOL. And how he just cut Jimmy off like that because he used to doing that, girl. What you talking about? He used to doing that. Okay. Somebody said, I am willing to bet you this man does not allow these women to speak at all because Tasha K cannot finish her statement at all. He is a fast talker. And if we are being honest, he refused to hold his brother accountable. I wish Tasha would ask his wives more questions and you would get the real deal behind his mentality for sure. Somebody said, I can't even watch this whole thing. This is exhausting, honey. Somebody says, and I recognize a few of y'all, and I'm not going to read those. Somebody said, Tasha did good through this shit. Somebody said, this man constantly talked over Tasha and take over the conversation instead of contributing to it. That's narcissistic behavior. Why is he discussing his brother's marriage? Mind your damn business, or better yet, mind the business that pays you. Ooh, Jesus. Somebody said, these days, some women are stuck on what a man can do for them. And then same lady came back and said, some stay because they feel they can't make it without someone in their lives. Okay. Somebody said he's a narcissist just like his brother. Somebody said this man has the gift of a quick thinking liar. He knows his brother had nothing when they got together. He owed nothing. And he don't own nothing now. He owed nothing. He owned nothing then and he owns nothing now. Okay. All right. Somebody said, I believe his brother LaTruth has done a lot of women dirty in his past, and I believe this is the chicken coming home to roost. He is receiving his karma. It comes a time that reality has to set in. Do what you need to do to get through the courts and call it finished. I don't even know what all that means. This man has the gift of okay, I read that one. He talks too much. Let's respectfully get his point across, please. Somebody said, just talk to Briana and Robert and not him. Somebody said, there's plenty of mothers, married or not, that are nurses, doctor, pharmacists, and other medical field. That's where he loses me, but I agree with other things, okay? He's over talking, and his wife and side piece are so meek and humble acting. And somebody said, watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this. That's what we kept saying. Watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this. Somebody said he talks too much. His wives did not talk the whole interview. I'm glad he's not my husband. He is giving very narcissistic. So they were literally calling him narcissistic, saying he was taking up his narcissistic brother. Y'all can go read the comments on your own, honey. They were hilarious. I mean, you get into them. They are hilarious, okay? We're going to end here, but let me give a shout out to those that sent in. I will be coming back on later tonight and on a whole other live. I'm not going to be doing no, I said, oh, geez, how long I've been on? Y'all was supposed to tell me. I know somebody did text me and say you at 2 hours. Damn, it's so easy to do, but I do need to stop doing that. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me just give y'all a big shout out so I can end this one, because some of my good folks said, Amor, your lives are too long, baby. Too long. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me just give a couple of shout outs right quick. And then I'm going to end this one, but we're going to pick back up tomorrow on this. We're going to talk about something else when I come back, something totally different. So thank you, Lakeisha, for 3 Coca-Colas. Thank you, Angela, for Coca-Cola. Thank you, Levette, for 5 Coca-Colas. Girl, woo! Thank you, Levette, for 5 Coca-Colas. Thank you, Lamika, for 5 Coca-Colas. Thank you for Cheryl for Coca-Cola. Thank you, Deborah, Lady V, Bonita, Misha, Cheryl. Hold on. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. Oh, shit. Okay, I said Misha. Meek, Danielle. Thank you for 3 Coca-Colas, Mrs. Hurd. Thank y'all so very much. I do appreciate y'all. Let me give a shout out to my senders. Misha Lewis, thank you for the super chat. She said, hey, everybody. Hey, girl. Candy. Kevin and Robert want women that they can control. Hint, season retarded ass. And them 2 robots on the stage. Girl. Hear me. Thank you, Candy. Thank you, Barbara, for the super stick. Appreciate you. Love to Anna's channel. Love to Anna's channel. Thank you for becoming a member, baby. Appreciate you for joining the family. Michelle, thank you so very much for that super chat. Thank you, Candy. Don't forget to tip more Zelle or Apple Pay. Thank you so much, Candy. Thank you so much, Sandra. Michelle, Jamie Face has me rolling. You were telling us, huh? Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Janice. Thank you, Janice. Again, is that the same Janice? Yes, the same Janice. Thank you, Janice Brown. Thank you, love to Anna's channel. Thank you, Jay. She said she just admitted she is sucked in. Who is sucked in? You're talking about Jamie? She gone with the wind, child. Jamie. I love the way you break down the story. Thank you, Wynette. I appreciate you. We're going to continue to break it down. Kevin got his daughter and granddaughter living with him. You want to know what that means? Thank you, Latanya. That means he ain't going to let his brother come between his family. You hear me? He got his kid and his grandbaby living with him because he's not going to allow nobody to come between the family. Okay, she said, More, can you pull up Brianna's video? She is made for the dummies. I will do that on my next live. I'm about to end this live right here and take a break. And then I'm going to be right back again. Okay, because I don't want this to be no 4 hours. I didn't want it to be 3, but it's okay. We working on it. It was supposed to be 2, but I just ran over. But I'm going to start. It may take me a little bit, but I'm going to start trying to limit the videos to 2, no more than 2 we're really an hour and a half to 2 hours, but it's going to be hard, Jesus. But I am coming back, honey, because I ain't going to bed yet. All right. Love y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.